up into the competition, and I've been listening to Warden and Contra go at it the other day, and they mentioned about like Sem9 really stepping up, and even Boom Esports. There's also the roster of BTR, and I do wonder, before we step into day number 2 here, Sir Cloud, I do wonder if Tribe Aeromacy will be playing Zio.
Ooh, okay. Well, we'll need to see. We'll need to see them later. We need to see them later. But also, other hot teams that are at the top right now, like Team Flash, they scored 2 chicken dinners yesterday.
Ooh.
In fact, it's a back-to-back chicken dinner, not an easy feat, and they did it. And then we have Vampire Esports at 2nd place, Xavier at 3rd place. But before we go on to all the other scores, a reminder for whoever who doesn't know this by heart by now. It's the point system. I don't know. Is there anyone who doesn't know the point system by now?
Get out of here. If you don't know the point system, then get out of here. No, I'm just kidding, ladies and gents. But yes, these are the equivalent points so far when it comes to the placement. So again, you're looking at number 9 to 16. If they place in under this numbers, well, they're not going to get anything for the point system.
Yeah, it's as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. But it might not be as simple here for the teams, that is, because we're the ones that's going to be enjoying the game. Well, today we are at the 24th of August, so this is the 2nd day of the Grand Finals. We'll be playing the Grand Finals up until the 26th, so that is on this Tuesday. So we have the best 18 teams from the playoffs, and there can only be one champion, of course. But what's unique about this season is the Smash Rule. Well, we had it the last season, but then again, the Smash Rule will continue on day number 4.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Sir Cloud. You know what? Smash Rule really is, for me, is becoming a favorite of mine. I think really Smash Rule forces the teams to be more creative, to think outside of the box. I mean, not to undermine, of course, all of the pressure that they have been feeling, from all of the competitors we have in this tournament, but just to add more spice into a very interesting PUBG Battle Royale. I think Smash Rule really does the job.
Oh yeah, absolutely right. Especially when it's implemented on a championship winning day. So you guys got to stay tuned to the Smash Day in case you have not felt it before. Well, here are our 18 teams who have made it through the grueling league stage to be here in the Grand Finals. We have Team Flash, Alter Ego, Vampire Esports, BTR, APG, Team Secret Talent, Dora, The Vikings, Tribe Aeromacy, Sem9, Xavier, AZ Slumber, the new kids on the block, RRQ, Cellcom DJ Alliance, T2K, Boom Esports, and all these other amazing teams that we will zoom in onto the roster.
Well, Team Flash definitely made a statement, just yesterday, perhaps because of the double chicken dinner that they scored. And I do wonder, again, if that's going to be the same thing, for day number 2. And we can see all the names here. Some of them, well, we're all familiar with. But just so, we got Team Flash, also Ego Airs, Vampire Esports, and, of course, the boys of Bigatron by Vitality.
Well, I'm glad that they're not using pseudonyms after their roster has been announced, so we don't need to guess anymore who's playing. Well, we also have Alpha Gaming, Team Secret Talent, and also Toda here. So Toda, they have a major refresh of their lineup. 2 players who formerly played M9 are currently in this. Or we can make it 3 players from who were formerly Sem9, who's actually in Toda right now. So Toda technically is Sem9 2.0.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's interesting. Also, what's interesting is the fact that East already joined APG as well. So I'm pretty sure that they're trying out new stuff, and a dominating performance still from EWC. So everyone's also just excited, how this chemistry is going to work out for the whole APG team. We got also Vikings Esports, Tribe Aeromacy, Sem9, D-Savior, I think also did extremely well yesterday. But I'm not sure if you are even updated, like with all the drama happening between DRS and the Tribe. And I'm really interested to see how Zhao's going to step up, for Tribe this time. But I'm not even sure if they're going to continue being Tribe Aeromacy or are they going to transfer to another team.
Yeah, I'm not sure as well, because while this tournament was happening, an announcement happened on their social media that they disbanded. So I'm not sure. But they're still going on with the name of Tribe Messi here in this tournament. So I guess we'll just roll with it until maybe after the tournament, and we see how that one comes into play. But we also, of course, have Boom Esports and Fourth Thrice. I would say that out of these two teams, well, at least the names are not too pseudo for us to guess, except for inside the game. Like how we see here, we see Falak, we see IQ, we see Noki. But in the game, they just changed to some Korean name or some Chinese characters. So we just have to adapt to it.
Yeah, they love to challenge the casters. Okay, I mean, like, we love it too. But anyway, I think that's what makes everything interesting, for each and one of us. And we'd love for everyone to join, the hype and of course the conversation. If you are actually rooting for a team here, just make a lot of noise down there in the comment section. You know how it goes. So don't forget to also subscribe to Ruthless Hype Esports so you do not miss on anything that is happening within the community and with their line of tournaments that we have, for this year. Now, I wonder, Sir Cloud, will we be doing a prediction segment for this?
Well, we have to, right? We have to. We cannot have a day of Ruthless Invitation Showdown without the prediction. But I guess before we go to the prediction, we're gonna revisit the scores again, just to give ourselves some idea of which team might make it or which team might get the next chicken dinner.
Oh, you're absolutely right. So hopefully we are going to see just like how day one ended, and pretty much with what you said earlier, Sir Cloud, Team Flash getting that back-to-back winner chicken dinner. I bet they are at the top. But before we head on to the leaderboard, we're looking at the MVP. We got Zeiss over here of Team Flash. Okay, again, making a statement. 21 LMs in the bag. That is quite a lot. 3,361 damage output, 41 utilities used in this match. Again, we're looking to check if this is going to be the same story for Vietnam's Team Flash.
Oh, and also, fun fact about this player is that apparently the way to pronounce his name is a Z and S silent. And it becomes Hugh.
Hugh.
Hugh, yeah. Apparently.
Hugh. Okay. Hugh. All right. That's unique.
It is. I mean, you have to have something different for the god of thunder, Zeus, right? But yeah, we're going to call him. But he calls himself Hugh, so yeah.
Hugh.
But besides him as well, Doc is up here together with Red Bull, one of the latest signings of Vampire Esports, together with Bo, by the way, and Nate here in the road to MVP. So another fun fact, now that we get two of these players on screen, Bo and Hugh are twins.
Wait, hold up. Rewind.
There you go. You get a second look.
Bo and
Hugh. Or Zeus. Or Hugh.
Bo and Hugh. Oh my gosh. Now I see it. Okay. Oh, there's a twin connection happening for Team Flash. All right. Okay, maybe that explains their dominance, for this tournament. Perhaps, they are really cooking up something great, something explosive for Vietnam. Man, this is this great information right here, Sir Cloud. But you know what? I think I also need to mention this, that, for Doc of Alpha Gaming, I mean, this guy, we all know how great he is when it comes to his individual stats, individual numbers. I don't think we even need to introduce who Doc is, of Alpha Gaming. But I mean, even if we are playing Ruthless, this guy never fails to really show up when it comes to the numbers, and I love seeing his name over there. But grand finals, overall rankings, Team Flash, double chicken dinner, 86 points, and at the top.
Oh yeah, Team Flash currently leading the chart. But it is all about setting the match point. It's not going to be set today. It's going to be set tomorrow. So all these other teams can close the gap or maybe even be the one that sets the match point. So that's something that we will see throughout today. Other than them, you mentioned about the casters from before, talking about Sam Knight and Boom Esports doing well. They are on page 1, so that's a testament to their current performance. But on page number 2, another team that is piquing my interest is AZ or AZ Slumber. So just to give a little bit of a background, they came through the recent PMNC Malaysia, and it is their first showing here in the regional professional league, or in the professional league to be exact. But Slumber, this team, I have seen them as a community team forever. Like forever. They have been around.
Ooh, okay. But yeah, I mean, AZ Slumber definitely did good during the playoffs. I think this is one of those teams that we keep mentioning, Contra and I, when we were casting, day number one of the playoffs. And yeah, they continue to shine. And I do love the fact that we're seeing them play, for the grand finals. But this is how it's going to go down, ladies and gents. We're going to kick things off in Erangel. There's going to be 2 Miramars in the middle and 2 Erangels. And then we're going to end the night for match number 12 here in the Barren Desert of Miramar.
Yep. So we're going to have 3 games per map. And we're going to start off with Erangel. And here are our top Erangel performers. I mean, it's easy to just say, Team Flash is the top performer because they're the number 1 team, obviously. Followed by D-Xavier, and we have T2K and APG here as well. But when it comes to the average placements, D-Xavier, they did slightly well than Team Flash. But average eliminations, Team Flash, they are a little bit more aggressive in bringing in the eliminations to the team.
I agree with you, Sir Cloud. It doesn't mean that currently you're at the top, and we're not even sure if we're going to end the day your team still being at the top. There's a lot of ways that, day 2 can play out, but that's what we are excited to see, right? But before we head on to our first game this evening, this is going to be interesting because Sir Cloud still doesn't have any points, with him. Production is already at 4. And this is going to be great. Okay, I mean, which team do you think is going to win our first game, Sir Cloud?
Oh, man. I want to go with stats, but I don't know what version of D-Xavier is going to show up. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. So I don't know. But I guess, I'm just going to close my eyes, trust my heart, and let's start with stats. Let's bring on D-Xavier.
Okay. I mean, I get you when it comes to stats. So we're going to stick with stats. And this time I'm going to go with Team Flash just because they are at the top. I'm going for the big boys here. And I feel like they're not going to let go of that chance to really dominate now that they've already, I think, set up a momentum for them. So day number 2 should be quite a breeze, for Team Flash, judging if they keep the pace going on for them for day number 2.
Yeah, and Prod went for stats as well. T2K. So basically, our picks here, they are the top 3 of the best performing Erangel teams. So, based on numbers, they do stand a good chance. But we are talking about 18 teams here. So anything can happen. It can be dictated by the circle. It can be dictated with what sort of loot you get. So, it's always so hard to tell. I mean, this segment of the prediction is always,
It drains us more than you know.
I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely get you, Sir Cloud. But again, guys, we are inviting everyone to please come and join us. This mini game that we always play. We'd love for you to join the prediction. Maybe you're going to win the prediction. Who knows? But for us, we're going to stick it to the big boys for now. I mean, T2K, I'm pretty glad to see them really performing, for the tournament. We have a lot of fans always down in the comment section showing a lot of support, to the players of T2K. But lately, I'm still not have gotten over with the whole PMNC drama. It was, the outcome was really unexpected. Although I'm not taking the spotlight, from Blez Official and of course Nepex. I think they did wonderful. They've I've always called Nepex to be the wonder kids in Nepal, but something really unexpected happened between Tribe and DRS, and I would love to see how this 2 amazing teams is gonna come back even stronger.
Well, are you allowed to fill us in on the
because
Okay.
DRS, 2 of their players actually just jumped into Tribe Aero Macy, so I think that's where the rival has started, and nobody knows exactly what happened between these 2 teams or why the 2 players actually just transferred to Tribe Aero Macy. But they tried to settle the score, when it comes to the whole PMNC thing. And it was a back and forth situation between them, and everyone really enjoyed, the fight, the gunfights, the firepower, everything, with all of the clutches movements. But at the end of the tournament, it was Blood's official rather, which is a dark horse, and Nepex who actually secured the slots to play in the PMSL.
Yep, and unfortunately, we won't be seeing Nepex in the finals. They didn't make it through the playoffs, but that's okay. I mean, it's an off-season tournament. We are sure to see them in the official tournament coming in soon. And DRS as well is not together with us this season, unfortunately. Yeah, but we still have, of course, Tribe Messi, and I do recognize the players of the ex-players of DRS actually playing for Tribe Messi in this tournament. And how are they doing? I guess, they made it to the finals, so that's good. Yeah, it's a matter of what will happen in the next few days.
It is. I do wonder though, because we haven't really seen, Zayo actually play in the PMNC, or if he played, I wasn't able to really witness it. But just in case he didn't, I'm curious if they're gonna maybe mix and match, all of the players' strengths and weaknesses. Maybe we can see Zayo play again. How his energy is going to be affecting the whole overall team composition, something like that. Something to steer the pot of some sort. But yeah, I mean, coming into game number 1 here for Ruthless, I know everyone is just expecting, okay, how everything is going to play out. Is Team Flash still going to dominate, or maybe we'll see some good movements as well coming from BTR. But whatever happens, I think pretty much this whole tournament is also quite packing heat.
Oh yeah, absolutely right. I mean, Ruthless Invitational Showdown series has always given us the heat. And we're going to feel the heat inside of Erangel here, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be game number 1 of day number 2 in the grand finals. Match 7 overall. Let's head on to it with the flight path beginning from military base.
All right, here we go. I'm actually waiting for my map feed to actually work, okay? But we'll take a few more seconds. But anyway, yeah. Just paying attention to the left side of the screen here, we got most eliminations, and that's coming from Hugh. Knockouts as well. That's a total of 20. We got Dog and Red Bull actually joining him for this category. We got Headshots as well. So he's been dominating so far when it comes to those individual titles. And I think, his twin brother is also not hesitating to join him when it comes to being one of the star players for this tournament.
Oh yeah, that's the dynamic duo, right? And the history of PUBG Mobile esports, to the best of my memory, that is, this is the third twin pairing. Yeah.
Ooh.
The first one was in Thailand. It was G9 and I forgot the other person's name. The other one is obviously the legends, Luxy Zaxi. And now we have Hugh and Bo being the twins here.
We got some twin connection. Okay, that's pretty great. And I guess, my curiosity doubled up. And I am looking forward to how Team Flash is going to use this thing, to their advantage. And so far, we are seeing them drop. We are seeing one of them actually is already driving a vehicle over there, probably going to another location so that he could get, whatever he needs to be able to fight. And looking at the map feed over here, we got a portion of the south side military base as part of the circle. So I do wonder if that's going to continue favoring the south side. Will we see a military base finish?
Ooh, I hope so. Ooh, evil that way. But you know what? On the topic of twins, right? Since all the teams are looting, we have some time to chat. Have you ever thought of what it would be like to have a twin sister?
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely if I have a twin sister, should be my partner in crime, or maybe even a brother. Sometimes things happen like that, right? I mean, you could be twins and also being a boy and a girl, but yeah, it would be interesting, I guess. If you have that secret language that you and your twin just know, so that could be exciting. How about you, Sir Cloud?
I've kind of thought about it, in our imaginary minds, we will think that, how would it be if I have another twin? I don't know how to feel about it though. It's do we need to do the same thing together? What do we do? Can we go on dates and switch our date the next day, and our partner wouldn't realize it. You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's intriguing though.
It is. And from what I know, like there's also a difference, like when you're a twin, like if you're fraternal, like, or if you're identical. So I guess there are some traits like where twins shows the same interest or like have the same set of skills and maybe talent. So I don't exactly know. Maybe if there's a, like a twin brother or sister down there in the comment section, maybe you could shed light on this one. But what's more interesting is, of course, one player from Alter Ego Air getting picked off. And I believe they're having an exchange up against Kodak over here. Correct. So we can see Man Up right now with a DBS about to secure that point. Job done for the side of Todak. Obviously, Alter Ego Air still trying to defend themselves, but very low in HP. But oh man, that was quite a shot. Todak, Man Up, currently knocked down on the ground. Cleon trying to provide a little bit of support, for his teammate. But he's cooking up an aid here to try to keep him at bay, to buy little time for him to save his teammate. But another one bites the dust. 2 down for the side of Todak.
Oh, okay. Lucky enough for him that the nade did connect and they were not wiped out. But here comes Badru. Or is he Badru? Everyone's speculating who he is. But anyway, the moment he shows up, he gets gunned down by 9. And it's only Rosemary, the Lone Ranger.
Man, okay. This is going to be great. I mean, if he could pull off quite a great clutch over here, saving his teammate, that could be very, very nice. That would definitely go into our highlights. But in the meantime, well, it's not happening just yet. Badger's still down on the ground. Same thing goes with Moana. Cleon is knocked down on the ground as well. So Todak obviously is trying to reset over here. And Frenzy just made sure that Moana will not be coming back from that one.
Yeah, clearly Moana does not mean family. But Rosemary got shot by a former family of a few players of Toda. Yuhai just got them down, and Alter Ego. Interesting. One of the top performing teams of the league stages just got eliminated.
Yeah, but we all know Rosemary. I mean, this guy can come back, anytime he wants to. He's like a mushroom. He pops out anywhere. But anyway, Todak right now getting punished by Team Flash this time. And Cleon, after being revived by his teammates, I'm not even sure like if he's going to last in this situation. But let's see what's going to happen. Hugh breaks in. And yeah, he got, 2 points, make that 3 points in the bag. In an instant, we got Francis still trying to do a massive spray here with a UMP, trying to make it happen for the side of Todak, even if he is already at a disadvantage over here. He's trying to go and play with them, but Hugh right now just got impatient and just said, hey, just go back to the lobby, man.
Yeah, just end this one. Give us the points. And speaking about points, Team Flash, the moment they showed up as a third party, 5 points in the back already. We're not even done like with stage 1.
But we do love the fights. We do love the fights that we're seeing at the moment. 2 teams already out just a few minutes in. We are just at stage 1, and we've seen drop clashes happen. And we continue to see some more. This time it's going to be between the Savior and the boys of Four Thrives. Ooh, not a good shot, though, for the side of the Savior's Lamborghini. Falls down hard on the ground. Noki just got shot as well. We got Shin on screen with an S12K. Goes in for the round, goes in for the shot, and was able to perform well.
The new kid on the block. But now that means that Falak is alone here in this building. His other teammate, T24, coming in. Falak with a nade onto the ground floor. I doubt he'll connect. It's not well cooked. But Levi's is finding an angle though. He does have an S12K, but he needs to reload that weapon. Not going to depend on it too much, but Falak with the jump shot onto Levi's. Could this be a solo clutch here? Yes. At least one more to go in this building. Shin just outside the window. You almost got Shin. Oh, it was so close.
Wow. That was insane. I mean, for both of the players. I mean, obviously, Falak was low in HP as well, and so was his enemy, just right outside, just at the balcony. And it was a great exchange, nonetheless. Both of the players, I think, tried their very best to stay alive. But yeah, we can only crown one winner, and that was it. Balak, we'll see you in the next game. I'm pretty sure, the fans still showering you with a lot of support in the comment section. Now, getting back into the game we go. We got a lot of teams down there in the middle. We got Tribe, T2K, even Team Secret coming from the northern side, and I believe they will be sticking close to the edge. I mean, for now, it's too early to get into fights. We got Talon also coming from Novo, but they could potentially maybe have a fight, up against those teams that are close to that end of that bridge.
And that fight might potentially still happen now that the circle has shifted to the main peninsula. So too bad we're not going to see the meet to the base circle, but that's okay. Everyone on the main peninsula right now circling around and trying to find their next pit stop, and that's where we will see more teams challenging each other for a good spot, just like what might potentially happen here between Alpha Gaming and PC, especially if Alpha Gaming is able to get a knock.
I mean, it's a good thing Alpha Gaming is making moves as early as now. I mean, they don't really have to exert a lot of I guess energy, pressure, them being a super stacked team here, but everyone's still interested, curious as to somehow how they're going to be dealing with all of the situations here inside of the battlefield. We also want to see a lot of clutch moves coming from Alpha Gaming. And as for D-Savior, I mean, obviously they already have a momentum going on for them, but they're actually lacking one player. So it's going to be interesting as well how they're going to be lasting in every situation. But Vampire Esports right now just crashed in and unleashed havoc up against AZ Slumber. Just look at that. We got one of them throwing haymakers and a pan.
Calm down, people. Calm down. Oh, but that was a very quick crash in. They didn't really have time to park their vehicles. It's all everywhere. Right now they have to figure out how are we going to move these vehicles. No,
that is a bad parking right there.
Yeah, somebody got to check their license.
Okay, but it's fun that we still got 15 teams here, and he's right now abandoning his vehicle and coming after Lamborghini. Goes in for the prone, cooking up a nade here. He is determined to shut down a Lamborghini, but Lamborghini calling out to the rest of the team here. He probably needs some backup, and down goes Lamborghini, but not because of Alpha Gaming. That was because of Vikings.
And at least Lamborghini is using the name Lamborghini instead of DX, so we can confirm that it's him. But now Lamborghini, he has been eliminated, unfortunately. APG, you mentioned about they don't really need to do it, but they did it anyway. So I guess they are kind of hyped up today to try to play a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, usually they are always chill, if there's really no need for them to perform, they're not gonna, really try. But it's a different pace right now we're seeing from Alpha Gaming, and we want that to continue, right? And we are showing a map over here. Not exactly sure what's happening, but okay, kill feed. Believe that would be someone from Talon Esports going up against Tribe Aeromacy. I think that's T2K.
Oh yeah, that was T2K, and they have been eliminated. Well, I guess production has to try again next round with their prediction. But Tribe Aeromacy, after winning that fight, they might need to defend their area against Team Secret. I noticed that they were rotating towards where Tribe Aeromacy was at the northern side. But we're gonna have a view of what's happening in the middle here. Oh, Talon, RRQ in a fight.
Yep, and what a shot coming from Yoru again with a DBS. Achul, however, also is currently facing the floor. Lapar, confirmation coming through, already out of the game here. Jal, that was a big hit right there up against BTR, but also what a good response coming from East, but from afar it was Bo from Team Flash that took that point.
Oh, come on, man. He just won that fight. Let him celebrate. But let's see who will celebrate here between RRQ and Talon as Sorvel will be gunned down, leaving RRQ with only 2 left. Jan Force will need to win this one together with his teammate, and they will win it against Talon. But here comes another fight. The Vikings, they just eliminated Zuxi from BTR.
Yep, Vikings do know how to dance, and we are seeing that right now. Them going up against the boys of BTR, but they have to be careful because Celcom DJ Alliance, I feel like they're just monitoring the situation, lurking within the area, just waiting for that right opportunity to strike. Celcom DJ Alliance probably hearing a lot of gunshots, surrounding them. Coming off the kill feed, it's Team Secret versus Delta. Tribe, Aramasi, are they in a pickle?
Ooh, okay. No update yet after that knock. It could be a long-range one, and based on the current score, they have managed to revive him. But from afar, Team Secret just got eliminated. Wow, this round is going really, really fast, although it's like a main peninsula circle.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely right. Okay. But Tribe, okay. Seem to be doing great. I mean, 5 points in the pocket here. They're still trying to put down GK from Team Secret. Got Zio over here, obviously trying to get close to where GK is, trying to get information. But GK, well, he's gonna bail out, from this fight.
And same goes for Tribe Aramisi as well. Seem to be more focused on to getting into the next stage of the circle, in which we'll find out in about 5 more seconds where the circle will go. We have a good amount of teams in the middle right now, including Team Flash, the Xavier, the 2 Vietnamese connections there. And they should be favored by the circle still, and they will still get the middle of the circle.
Oh, yes, you're right. I mean, Team Flash obviously is pretty close with the Xavier. And I do wonder if, like, Woon T and the rest of the gang here from Team Flash is about ready to dominate, to go up against their older brothers. But yeah, I mean, we got Team Secret coming in, from North still. We got Bo taking in a lot of damage from Levi's, but Win responded back, and Levi's fairly knocked down on the floor. Here we got Shin taking in some damage as well from the side. Vikings continue to dominate.
Well, there goes my prediction. Now it's down to you, Red Queen. Down to you.
Okay. Hey, I don't even want to say anything just yet, but this is a pretty awesome performance that we're seeing from Team Flash, although Bao is still currently knocked down on the ground. But obviously, Hugh here is managing, another team from outside the window. He is probably maybe gauging the situation if it's, safe enough for Team Flash to pick up their teammate. But I'm pretty sure that they're going to do something about it. Zero's, however, already out from the game. So Team Secret playing with just 3 of their members. We're looking at 10 teams here for stage 4.
And Newsflash, literally Team Flash, is now 100 points. They've broken the 100-point mark. Interesting. But Vampire Esports, can they break Team Secret here for this high ground? Boom Esports behind them. Vampire Esports, they're surrounded by so many teams, and they're deciding on where to go right now. So it looks like they decided to park themselves here to take this fight against Boom, and they will get that knock against Bombed, thanks to Mela.
I mean, if you're in a position where you can actually pull off an, all-you-can-kill buffet, I mean, this is a pretty good spot, for Vampire Esports. I just hope that they can be able to always, defend it, because there's a lot of teams there at the foot of this hill, and lots of potential to score, like a lot of numbers, just based from the position. But Team Secret, I think they also know, that was a very good spot, and I think this fight is going to happen because they're going to challenge Vampire Esports for it. And GK goes down hard, coming from Dewey. Oh, 2 points.
Oh, but somebody shot Chewie from behind. That's GK. So I guess it's a trade-off shot. Okay, you don't always get to see that. But now we have Lazarus, aka Schweppes, down on the lower ground with Yummy on the high ground against him, and he will be gunned down from the side. Red Bull trying to get GK. Let's see if this Molly can land. Nope. But he can't force GK to move away. But he has to move anyway because of the zone.
Oh, man, he has a lot of energy, living up to his name over here. Red Bull still trying to find the perfect angle for him. Unfortunately, though, for Dewey, he has been taken by the Blue Reaper. But we're still looking at 10 teams here. Same thing goes for Mela, Lazarus, oh no, was able to put down by both, I think, Boom Esports and the Play Zone. So I guess when it comes to their location, it's not very good for them. Vampire Esports continues to just punish, Team Secret, but also in the process, I mean, Vampire Esports has been losing some other players as well.
But check out the top left, Red Queen. We have at least 3 teams there. Used to be 4 with the fact that Doc has left, but 3 teams still at the potato hill. Circle shifts, 7-9 gets the circle, Doc goes straight into the middle, and Team Flash still has the circle together with the compound from before, and RQ on the southern side will be unchallenged. So more action that we can expect here from the potato hill.
Yeah, I just wonder if Tribe Aeromacy, since they're still outside of the zone, are they gonna go up against Boom Esports before they get inside the circle? I mean, Team Flash also, with their current location, I think they do have the opportunity to gatekeep a lot of teams that will be headed, towards that main entry point. So again, Tribe Aeromacy right now, I think this answers the question. They're throwing a lot of nades up against Boom. We got Zaya coming in, and he just eliminated that last player from Vampire Esports, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Delta took him out, so that's number 10 for Vampire Esports. Zio knocked by the MVP, Yummy. Now Gante seeking revenge. Yummy will finish off Zio, but here comes the Vikings out of nowhere to finish off the final player of Boom Esports. But the nade from the top! And that came from Gante to knock down 2 from Vampire, from the Vikings.
Oh, Giante making great decisions at the moment. We can see Celcom Digi Alliance back on the screen over here, trying to eliminate AZ Slumbers. We got a 966 Cuckoo Panade. Oh, and that was such an on-point one. And Celcom Digi Alliance continues to ram up some numbers, although one of them had an early elimination. So we're looking at 16 teams, and they're pretty close with the boys of Team Flash. So will we see a fight happen between these two?
Ooh. We need to pause on that because right now we're going to focus on to Sorvel. Interesting enough, the name is Sorvel. The picture is not Sorvel. The actual player, I have no idea. So that's just a bit of a trivia for everyone. We don't know exactly who he is, but we do know exactly who these 2 teams are. Celcom Digi Alliance and Team Flash. And Celcom Digi Alliance, they seem to be kind of interested to take over this compound held by Team Flash.
Absolutely. I mean, they're outside of the zone here, so this is an essential move. They will have to take this compound out of Team Flash by brute force. I mean, that's the only thing. They could, stay in the game here, and that will be a real challenge. I mean, obviously, RQ is trying to get a whiff of the situation. They're trying to get close with Celcom Digi Alliance as well. So it could be quite a challenge for Celcom Digi Alliance to step into stage 6.
I see Maxman in the comment though, putting up.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I see it, but we'll leave it as that. Okay. But anyway, Celcom DG Alliance. Okay, I guess it will be dictated by how the circle will shift next, right? And there's a high chance that the circle will move away from where Celcom DG Alliance and Team Flash is at. Let's see how far will it be. It will kind of dictate on whether they will take the fight or not. And there is a chance that the fight between the two will happen.
Yeah, that is for sure. Oh, one of the boys of Sem9, we got Fex Cry. Okay, Fex Cry, I think, is facing the floor as we speak. We got Giante, of course, just checking out if there will be other teammates that will come to his rescue. Because obviously, this is a bait set up by Tribe Aeromacy. 9 points in the bag now without Zio. And we got Giante and Delta stepping up, for the whole team here, bagging most of the numbers. And obviously, Giante is not letting go of this player over here. And it is almost as sure that he can definitely bag that point.
Munawe, whoever he is, from Celcom DG Alliance have been eliminated. 966, to the best of my memory, he's Adeluk, also down. My V Guinea, now the only one left here against Doc. Doc is also the final player of Team Secret, so he cannot lose this fight. But because he's in the middle and he has this little storeroom, I believe that will attract a lot of teams to him.
Oh, for sure. But since it's in the middle, I don't think, like a full team can actually get close. But if Celcom Digi Alliance can find the perfect timing for this one, see. Okay, so it's not going to happen. Doc tried to respond with a nade himself, but Team Flash was just like really overpowering, most of the teams here. And they do have the best chance to score another chicken dinner. But let's take a look at what's happened with RQ. Okay, so obviously one of them got knocked down hard on the ground, and Sem9 just got eliminated with only 1 point. Oh man.
But they survived to a top 5 finish, so that's a handful of points for them. But right now, looking at the summary, Team Flash a full squad, Triparamissy 3 players, RRQ 3 as well, and Team Secret only 1 left. Still holding as long as possible. Doc right in the middle of the circle. Now on screen, we still have Doc trying to survive, but finally,
oh, there you go.
naded down by Tops, and that puts Team Flash on the rampage.
Oh man, okay, here we go. Team Flash continues to impress us with their impeccable gameplay. And right now they have another chance at proving, once again, Team Flash can dominate E-Wrangle. I mean, obviously, they have the number advantage compared to Tribe and even RQ here. But it all boils down on, again, execution. Right now we're seeing Team Flash on prone, waiting for them to, get close to them, get within their line of sight. But it could be pretty messy between Tribe and RQ. They could be the first 2 teams to have the fight here. So it's a Mexican standoff, Sir Cloud.
Yeah, and if that happens, Team Flash can come in as the third party. And like what you said, potentially that is going to happen. Oh, but hang on. Looks like RRQ, they got win from Team Flash. But are they going to finish him off? Are they going to change their focus on the Team Flash right now? Looks like they will.
Oh, this is about to go down, RQ. Ready to go down and dirty up against Team Flash here. We got Win taking a lot of damage. He is about to be taken back to the lobby to meet his maker. And there you go. That's the nail in the coffin right there coming from Swavel of RQ. Top was able to back away from all of those nades being thrown by RQ. So Team Flash obviously going for a reset over here. They don't want to lose any more of their members, while Tribe Aeromacy's just really being patient. But RQ, with that move, they even out the playing field.
Oh, and it doesn't help Team Flash with the fact that the circle shifted slightly towards the right side. So they have to move forward. And instead of focusing onto RRQ, now they might need to shift their attention to Tribe Aeromacy. But it really depends on who makes the first move. If Tribe Aeromacy makes the first move on the RRQ, then Team Flash will be on the clear.
Yeah, everyone knows exactly what it is at stake here. Everyone is just waiting for which team is going to make their first mistake. And I think that would pave the way for either of the teams here to go for that chicken dinner. And right now, they just don't want to compromise their location. They're getting as much knowledge as they can, based what they can see in the game. And Flavel right now doing the massive spray. Yes, I mean, he's pointing the gun at the right direction, but he's not hitting his target.
And right now, who's going to hit the first target though? Stage 7 circle is still pretty decent. There's still kind of enough space for everyone to play. Even Team Flash, they can go down south and play by the foot of this hill. So that's still all right. In fact, yeah, they can. But if they were to move forward at the foot of the hill, then they will need to face off against RRQ with GenForce and his nade. I believe that's a little bit too far, so it will not connect. But you gets Delta.
I feel like Tribe Aeromates is waiting for RQ to just do business with Team Flash, and I think that's the opening that they're waiting for to take over that vantage point up against RQ. Because RQ, I think, has a very good angle, for them. But anyway, Team Flash already made a move up against Tribe Aeromates. I mean, that was a huge and essential knockdown coming from Hugh, and obviously they're now dictating the pace for this round. But whoa! GFSTY with a massive takedown, bow down on the ground.
And Rig just got one for himself. And GFSTY is GenForce. Still alive for the team. Here comes Rig together with Delta, taking over this compound, and Rig moves in forward. But Swavel is ready, gets a double knockdown. Swavel defensive ground, taking 2 out of Tribal Messi.
Okay. What a turn of events. We got RQ with still 2 more players. Rig being taken out of the equation. And RQ obviously is picking up their teammate. They want to go for that firepower. ASD down with 1. RQ still with 3 players. And Team Flash down to 2. So, I mean, it's a slow burn, for Team Flash. They had the number advantage just moments ago. And it was a great play that came out from RQ.
Looks like RQ can reset after that great play as well. And now they will have the man advantage against the other 2 teams. Position-wise, RQ, they have better circle control as well. So they stand a very good chance of scoring this chicken dinner. And GenForce evaded that nade, so he's still all right. Another attack by Tops, but nobody's home. And look at the spread by RQ. GenForce, look at him. He's being adventurous now.
Yeah. Ooh, again. With a shot from Deontay, unfortunately, it wasn't enough to take him out. So his location had already been compromised. That is for sure. We got GFSTY dodging the attacks coming from Tops of Team Flash and trying to respond with a nade himself. But Deontay, another takedown for RQ. But Swavel is just right behind, ready to support its teammate. And obviously, Swavel is just asking his teammate to come closer to him so they could go for that revive. But this could be like also a way for Team Flash to just show force. Tops getting into play over here, being impatient. And now we got an S12K. Tops holding in his hands right now, trying to dance it off. And that was an accurate one. Good shot from Team Flash. And now Tops doing a massive trade up against GFSTY. Can he dance it out?
Oh, can GenForce actually dance this one now? Looks like the answer is no, and Team Flash scores the chicken dinner. Red Queen brings home her first prediction correct.
All right. So we are talking about the numbers, and Team Flash right now showing us supremacy with in the leaderboard, obviously, and with this massive game once again opening up day number 2 of the grand finals. These are your first winner chicken dinner, the boys of Team Flash.
And they continue to dominate here. In the middle of this round, they broke the 100-point mark and they scored this chicken dinner, so surely they're above 100 points now. What a showing here by Team Flash. And you know what? Team Flash's performance here in the grand finals reminds me of D+ Kia last season during the league stages, where they were just that one team that dominates everything. And it looks like Team Flash, they are heading that direction.
Absolutely right. I was talking about it day 1 of the playoffs, that during the last season, it was all about, the Korean connection, the Korean domination. And since, they're not playing for this season, it's all about Team Flash, making us feel the heat over here. Team Flash making it happen. They've been quite consistent, I guess, from the get-go. But then again, this is like 4 days worth of grand finals, Sir Cloud. Will they have enough gas in the tank?
Ooh, yes. And the last day of the grand finals will be a smash rule being implemented. So that might switch things up as well. But if you're the one that runs away with the points, you create like a 30, 40 point gap at the top by the end of tomorrow, setting the match point bar, then you stand a really good chance. But we'll talk about that more tomorrow, of course, when we set the match point. Now, it's all about Team Flash and also RRQ, Tripper Messi and the Vikings as the teams to watch. And RRQ, they played very well this round. It was just that their terrain was a little bit unfortunate. They were always on the lower ground against Team Flash.
Yeah, and it was a tough, end zone. I mean, we're talking about Tribe and also Team Flash, and also not having really the best advantage in terms of their position. So, I mean, it was still like a very good fight shown to us by RQ. And, I just noticed that Q and Bo actually looks like Lamborghini.
Oh.
Maybe they're a triplet. No, just kidding, guys.
Who knows? Ooh.
But you have to admit, I mean, they look alike.
Now I can't unsee it, Now I can't unsee it. Gotta put a side-by-side comparison. So hopefully Lamborghini performs and he gets his picture up there so we can compare. But the one that's getting his picture up here is the MVP, Hugh again. We started the day with him, we ended yesterday with him, and now we still have him. 4 eliminations and a whooping 1,076 damage.
I mean, just look at with the hair dye and everything, because I've seen this type of style from Lamborghini as well. But anyway, I'll leave it up to you guys. I'm just very happy with the fact that I was able to score my first team prediction of the night.
Yeah, I guess that's what vacation does to you, right? It gives you the mojo to start the day back at work. Besides him, our other top performers, Suavel, which I'm not convinced this is Suavel. He's the coach, and this picture is not him, but he's the top performer. So whoever he is, you guys can speculate in the comment section. Could it be Satar? Could it be Ryzen? I don't know. But Jante is here as well, Messi with 5, Hugh 4, and his other teammate Tops with 4 as well. So we got 2 representatives from Team Flash up here. Again, it's a testament to the performance of Team Flash at the current stage.
It is. I feel like they're not really gonna let go of their supremacy right now from like inside this tournament. And just looking at the numbers again, Team Flash with 22 for this round, for this match. RQ coming in at second with 18 and 16 for Tribe Aramasi. So I guess it's still a win-win situation for Tribe Aramasi, considering that, okay, they weren't able to bag the chicken dinner for this round. But then again, they dropped 11 elims, for this round.
But the one that dropped the longest elimination distance is Wunti from the Vikings, 319. I guess if we were to look at these numbers here, they're quite... we're quite used to seeing this number. It's like 3 airdrops looted because it's a regular kind of circle in the middle of the main peninsula. We have 70 eliminations, so that's that. Some players got eliminated by the zone naturally. We did see some of them during the course of the round. But what is most important here, of course, is the scoreboard. And Team Flash, now they're running away with it, ahead by 43 points against Vampire Esports.
That is a huge gap right there. Not gonna lie, that is a huge one. Vampire Esports 65. Okay, they are the team closest, to Team Flash. And obviously, if they ever do want to dethrone Team Flash, I guess we just have to see a lot of great things happen coming from the side of Vampire Esports. They don't even need to score a lot of chicken dinner. They just have to really get a lot of elimination points and maybe find the perfect balance between like placement and score points or elimination points. Vampire Esports, we've always known that these guys can always deliver. I think we can pretty much say the same thing, like with all of the 18 teams that we have in the lobby so far. But like looking and waiting for which of these teams is really gonna step up, I guess that is what we watch out for.
Well, at least Tribe Aramasi, they stepped up in this round. The best performing round so far in the finals. So they move up 3 notches at least. But we have still many more games to go, ladies and gentlemen. Before we continue on, we'll take a short break. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you guys after this.
To the ring.
go it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for game number 2 of the Ruthless Invitational Showdown Season 12. Together with me, Sir Cloud, and the wonderful Red Queen. Red Queen, can you imagine? We're already 12 seasons in.
I know, right? And again, this is probably what? The end time that we're asking Ruthless to do a LAN event?
We won't forget about that though.
For sure. I mean,
maybe for that to happen, if we can achieve by the end of the season, now we're at 367k subscribers. Maybe we can get 370k subscribers by the end of the season. We might have that. So you guys don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, hit on that subscribe button, ladies and gents. I mean, who knows? Maybe it will happen. Maybe we can all be together, seeing all of our favorite teams play in the battlefield and us casting the event and you guys cheering for your favorite teams and your favorite players. That could be very exciting.
Oh yeah, absolutely, right? Can't wait. But we also can't wait for these amazing teams to show us a thing or two inside of Miramar. Vampire Esports, Team Flash, APG, and the Vikings here as our top Miramar performers. So we have a repeat, of course, here with Team Flash and also APG. Now, whether they're going to repeat the chicken dinner or not, we'll need to wait and see. But we are back at the prediction desk, and Red Queen, ring, that's your magical number.
Oh man, okay, so I got Team Flash right.
All right.
I honestly don't know what I'm gonna pick next. But you know what? I'm gonna call on my boys from Fourth Thrives. I mean, Balak, if you're watching, Noki, if you're watching, drop some numbers for this round. So I'm locking it in. Fourth Thrives it is.
Yeah, and I'm desperate to drop a number. So I'll go with stats. I will learn from Red Queen, and let's bring on Vampire Esports.
Oh, okay. Waiting on production here. Waiting on APG. Okay.
Going with stats as well. I mean, they are one of the top Miramar performers. So, yeah.
Well, I'm just wishing here, it's not even a question about if this teams can deliver a chicken dinner. I think the question should be, are they in the mood, to play some game and play the beast that we know that they are. That should be the question. So I do wonder if Fourth Thrives will be stepping up, or if APG is gonna step up, or for you, if Vampires is gonna step up.
Ooh, I could use a point though. So the boys of Vampires, come on with your new signings. Time to show a thing or two. I know they scored a chicken dinner yesterday, but that was when I was not around. So come on, boys, do it for me. Do it once. And give me that point. I need the point now. I can't go the entire season 0, right?
Give Sir Cloud a point, guys. But then again, might be my prediction that's gonna come out right, for this round. But hey, we've seen an explosive performance coming from Team Flash. We might see a deja vu happen because they scored 2 chicken dinners yesterday. We did ask if they're going to continue on with a strong and maybe high level pace, and obviously with the numbers, they do have a small room, for mistakes. So I guess less pressure on the side of Team Flash. So they continue on to dominate. Again, we still got Hugh over here, 24 knockouts, 5 headshots. We also got his twin brother, Bao, joining him at second place. And we got East of Alpha Gaming setting up 4. But when it comes to the highest damage, this is a huge number. It's half of what Doc was able to set on the board.
Now that we have APG on our board, right? So I just want to bring up a rumor. Do you think top is still with APG?
Oh my gosh. You do not do this tonight, Sir Cloud. Oh my gosh. That was a juicy meat right there. Oh man, okay. Is he not playing with APG anymore? How did you come about this information?
Oh, I don't know. It's a rumor, right?
Man.
Or could Red Foods be top? I don't know. Or could East be top? I don't know. These guys, they can just change their IGNs.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, but please, if you know something that we don't, obviously, please do let us know down there in the comment section. If you are about to spill a tea from the inside of community, you know, those whispers that you hear from around, please share it down there in the comment section.
Oh, we love tea, right? I definitely do prefer it over coffee. Just saying, though.
I think it has more caffeine, though. You know, I mean, if we're gonna compare tea and coffee, like what they say is that tea has an even more caffeine than a coffee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No wonder my dentist has been telling me to cut down on tea.
Have you not been sleeping again?
Yep, I've not been a good boy at times. I still love my tea. You know, it's something that keeps me going. I think just like coffee for everyone else, right? So, are you a coffee or a tea person?
You know, I tried to balance it as much as I could, but it has something to do with habit, I guess. You know, in the morning, I would prefer to drink coffee because I guess it really wakes me up. But when it comes to nighttime or like maybe after some meals, you know, within the day, I prefer to have a cup of tea.
Yeah, coffee is good for the daytime. But I wonder, does it really give you the supposed energy, or is it like one of those, what do you call it? It's just in your mind.
I think for caffeine, it does a trick for me. Like it gives me a burst of energy, but only for like a short time.
So if somebody were to buy you a drink, would it be tea or coffee?
I think I would go for coffee. But Boom Esports right now getting some job done, and this is an early elimination for the side of Team Flash. I mean, we were talking about him just a while ago. I mean, top right here is about to be taken now by Boom Esports, and there you go. They're still coming back from that one, and Bao obviously tried to avenge his teammate, but I don't think that's going to happen as well.
And though that's a different tops though, but okay. But like what you said, right? Team Flash, because of the gap that they have created, they can somewhat take a chill this round. So even if they start off like playing with 3 players, they lost one early on, I guess to them is no pressure. They're all right.
Yeah, they're going to be all right. I mean, like 46 gap, right? I mean, 46 in total. So again, you know, even if they don't really perform well for this round, I think they have that small room to work with. But then again, if you already are, you know, on a momentum, I guess you just have to go through and just play through and just, just ride the wave. But in the meantime, we're looking at Train to Kill. We got Mimi throwing some nades over here up against Tins, and Igneous taking it hard. He's down on the ground, and it will be difficult for the rest of the team to pick him up. As this we got Mimi trying to dance it up with one player, and that took 2 guns to shut down his enemy. But Trang, on the other hand, Vikings also an altercation over here up against T2K. Jaya made some spectacular moves against T2K, and now I think he's about to get the job done.
Okay. And by the side, Superman is pretty low. Needs to take a moment to heal up. He should be back up to 80%. Is that a nade behind him? A very long cooked nade, but there you go. One last shot by Rules, and Superman met his kryptonite.
Yeah, met his doomsday.
Oh, that too.
But okay, so unfortunate situation for the side of Vikings. I guess they also did not expect this to happen. At stage 1, but that is of course a drop clash that just happened. And for this round, Vikings, they did not do good. And now, looking at the 17 teams remaining, everyone still has a complete squad except for Team Flash. Also, already playing with only 3 members. We got Boom Esports looting around. I guess La Bendita. Was that La Bendita, or was that? Oh, I didn't quite see that one. But Team Secret, Los Leones. I believe they're around Los Leones.
Yep, just above Los Leones. and they are in the circle, so they'll be pretty comfortable here for now. I don't expect them to be going around hunting for opponents. But if they do, I'm not complaining. Now we get a better view of where everyone is at. So it looks like everyone generally has a good spread, but seems to be a lot more teams on the right side between Los Leones and Impala, the high ground area. And Boom Esports, they're going to take that high ground. It's going to be a very good spot that they can monitor the movement of all the other teams around them.
I think the only team inside Los Leones would be Celcom DG Alliance, and I think most are a little bit hesitant to actually get inside Los Leones. Probably they're thinking that, okay, there might be a lot of teams just camping around the area, but you're right. I mean, Team Secret is close with Team Flash. We got Boom Esports as well. Alter Egos might join the mix as well, and even RQ. I mean, those are the teams that are over to the right side of the map over here. And from the left, well, we got 4 Thrives coming in, and well, they might have an exchange up against the Savior. But we're looking at Vampire Esports right now going up against the boys of BTR.
Having a long-range exchange. Yo, boys, 4 Thrives. Noki needs to find a spot to heal. Okay, should be all right here. Yeah, there's a bit of a coverage. But on the minimap, the Xavier is chasing them. And both of them are low. Oh, no. This is bad.
Lamborghini, here we go with the DBS and the rest of the team behind him. Unfortunately, he took the shot up front, and now Skrillina's down on the ground here. We got 4 Thrives at the moment dominating. Oh, but we got Nogi getting knocked down on the ground, but that was a great shot. Once again, coming from 4 Thrives, and D-Saver might meet the end for stage 1.
Wow, this could be a big comeback here for 4 Thrives. One more to go. Paragin on the other side. In fact, they receive a bit of help, but here comes. And they won it against 4 Thrives. Oh, they won it against D-Xavier. But they had the assistance by APG.
Yeah, and APG looking to get some kills as well. And yes, we are absolutely right. Alpha Gaming right now making a move up against 4 Thrives. And Noki getting picked up in this situation. We got Rifus cooking up a nade here. Could he potentially shut down 2 players from 4 Thrives? Completely missed the target over here. Obviously, 4 Thrives has the chance to defend themselves. And here comes the attack with a shotgun. Ooh, you do not just enter the building without checking them corners. And 4 Thrives, once again, was able to put up a very good defense. But we're talking about their last active member. And he's already on his way to make some more points for the team.
Right now, he has to defend this ground, but it's going to be pretty hard, though. That's a shotgun. Very clutchable weapon. Oh, don't walk into the wall. No, don't walk that way. No! Not like that.
We're not exactly sure what happened, but yeah, he got roasted alive, and that paved the way for him to get damaged so bad that resulted in his demise. And the fight keeps coming in. Team Flash right now, Hugh taking some heat up against, or from Team Secret rather. We got Team Secret full force right now, going in for the pinch up against Team Flash. We got Wen with the DBS, Doki, GK down on the ground, back and forth situation. Who's going to be winning the fight?
And now it's going to be Bo, 1v1 against Juke. Is he going to go for the heal? Not yet. He's still considering the Molly to buy himself a little bit more time. Oh, but he's low because of the Molly, and Juke landed the final blow. And at the end of the day, it is Team Secret. Oh, but it's not over yet. Hello, Celcom DG Alliance.
Oh, man. They smelt blood. And yeah, that's what they went for. Man, they did not even let them reset. I mean, that's all about, of course, survivability. I mean, if you do have the chance to seize a moment, and you just have to go for it to get all the advantages, right? 11 teams remaining for stage 2 here, and we got, most of the teams at the top already taken out of the equation. I mean, D-Savior, we got 4 Thrives, and even Team Flash. So that was a fast one. I mean, we just came to stage 2, and we're down to 11 teams remaining. Also, Ego Errors, okay, they've managed to go through some fights inside the match. I mean, obviously they lost Badru with 1 elimination point, but 3 still a solid number, for the side of Alter Ego Errors, and they have not been performing well, I guess, for day 1 of the grand finals. perhaps we can see them go a little bit aggressive for the remaining matches for day 2.
It's a very different performance from Alter Ego as compared to the league stages. The 3 players, let's see what they can come up with. At least they're not too far from the circle. They can still take a step in. But I would say potentially more fights might happen at the north. We'll look at that later. Oh, it's starting now. On the elimination feed, East just got Ajaya. And Ajaya is out thanks to Doc. That puts Alpha Gaming in a domination stage. 5 eliminations already for them.
We are experiencing a little downtime, for stage 3. And I guess everyone is getting to a nice spot where they could potentially, get all the advantages up against those teams that will pass by, get that vantage point going on for them. We got Alpha Gaming back on the screen here, and we did see how Ruthless was taken out, but it's still Jol, Doc and East here all together. We got Vampire Esports getting close to T2K. We got Rose with his buggy, getting information. It could be quite a challenge, to take Vampire Esports out of this compound.
But Vampire Esports only has 2 players, so if there's enough information relayed to anyone around them, they might just take this fight. But so far, nobody is really pushing for it, which is understandable because everyone there is in the circle, so you don't really need to force that fight. But this fight might be forced here between T2K and APG. APG just survived into the circle, but that's more like a warning shot to tell APG, don't come here.
Don't come here or you shall perish. But of course, that is still we don't know if that's exactly what's going to happen. But AZ Slumber, okay, they're still trying to pick up their rhythm. Obviously, this is a tougher stage for AZ Slumber, but they did an impressive performance during the playoffs, and we're looking to see if they can pull off, just like that for the grand finals. As you all know, this is going to be an even tougher stage, especially for AZ Slumber and maybe some of the teams here. But then again, it boils down at maybe outsmarting your opponents as well. So if you can actually determine like what formula really works for you and the rest of the team here, you need to be able to execute just that, or maybe capitalize on that one to always gain that advantage. But of course, execution is always a challenge.
Yeah, it could be a challenge here for Alter Ego. Scoped down by Cleon, who a little birdie told me that he's dead. He tries his luck. I don't think he'll be able to hit that shot from that distance. But we'll check out the next circle now. And who will be favored by it? Shifts slightly towards the bottom left. So RRQ is in the middle, Vampire Esports as well. But the next clash point potentially might be up north, where T2K and Sem9 is next to each other. And also on the right side, we have Alter Ego and Talon still there.
RQ, okay. Impressive run just moments ago. And now they might be having a conflict up against Todak, but we'll wait for Todak to actually do the first fire. But T2K right now down on 3. We got Ajaya out of the game here. They're going up against Sem9. We got Mimi on screen. He was able to give a lot of damage onto his opponent over there. We got News back here with an M416 spray, but he overextended his stay outside of the house. That's why he paid for that prize. Currently knocked down. And we're looking at T2K with 2 active members, but there's also like another team that wants to join in, and that would be the boys of APG.
Oh, and they are looking at this compound. They might be interested to come in as a third party later, but not that late. East took down a member of T2K from afar, but the one that finished him off, Mimi, is going to be Satya, aka Fearon. And he gets Igneous as well. Wow, where did that nade come from?
Is this Oh High or You High? Okay, Sem9, Satria. Okay, M416. I think he was able to get that point done. We got him still looking at East. He was able to do a little spray. Okay, I think he's about to nail this one. Okay, I thought wrong, but East was able to escape with his life together with Joel, and they continue to, of course, fight up against the other teams here. I mean, Rose obviously the last survivor, for the side of T2K. Will he be able to survive this one going up against APG? Joel is yeah, I think he went for that distraction, and Rose was fell victim to it.
Yeah, I love the distraction tactic though. It's like he just drive past by. He didn't meant to shoot anyway. And then his other teammates shoot from the other side. That was nicely coordinated by APG. And now once they're done, let's see. Are they interested to take the fight against them? Now, I think APG seems to be in a mood to take fights today. So I guess they wouldn't want to shy away from this potential fight against Sem9.
I mean, obviously Alpha Gaming was able to drew him out, flush him from where he was staying, and Rose just took the bait, And again, Sem9, dodging an attack, coming from Alpha, Alter Ego Errors right now, also getting into play here. I mean, that was a massive challenge right there coming from Alter Ego Errors, and it looks like Sem9 is about ready to get into an altercation over here, but I'm looking for the rest of Alter Ego Errors. Well, I mean, was that just warning shots?
That looked to be it. Since Alter Ego, they are all the way up there at the northern side, kind of clear from the other team. So they want to stay clear for now, I guess. Because they want to find back their mojo, right? Considering that Alter Ego hasn't really been performing and they're playing with 3 players, I guess they want to take it chill for now.
For now. Okay. Tribe Aramasi already in the middle here. Todak might go up against RQ. Alpha Gaming sticking close to the edge of the circle. Same thing goes for Sem9 and even Alter Ego Errors. But the circle shifted once again, and the Tribe Aramasi finds themselves in the middle of it, close to RQ, but there are a lot of teams coming inside. I mean, Talon Esports obviously gunning for that compound. And AZ Slumber, if they want to stay in the game, and even Celcom DG Alliance, they will have to take that compound from Talon Esports, which will be difficult.
Interestingly, they sent 1 player up to scout the area where Alter Ego is at. Because that area, number 1, is not really valuable because it's not in the circle. Number 2, that's the high ground held by Alter Ego. And I'm sure he has the information already. So it's a risky move just to be there. But still, he's there. 6042, I think that's Oleo. But at least he relayed back information to his teammates that, hey, you know what? Alter Ego is here. There's a team here. They could be moving. We know the direction that they're going so they can go the opposite way.
It's a tough situation, I guess, for AZ Slumber. I mean, there's really pressure from their side. Obviously, if they would want to step in the circle, they will have to go up against Talon Esports and also, like maybe target that compound. But Todak is still there together with RQ, so it could be hard. Even if they surpass Talon Esports, even if they were able to take that compound, I mean, they still have RQ and Todak to deal with. And even Tribe Aramasi, just based from the position.
And I'm still wondering what will be the decision of Celcom DG Alliance. They move slightly up north still. And they might want to come in from there, but there's a lot of flat open space in front. So if they want to go in, the best is to take the fight against Alter Ego that shifted towards the left side. So if they do that, then there's also Sem9 there. So you have 3 teams to fight for the north.
I think Todak is kind of choosing if they're going to go up against APG or AZ Slumber. So I guess that's a decision that they still have yet to make. But you're absolutely right. I mean, Sem9 obviously needs to go up against Alter Ego Errors as well. And Celcom DG Alliance might be just trying to get close to get information whether or not they'll be taking up the fight. But, oh man, coming off the kill feed though, it's Tribe Aramasi shutting down a player from Celcom DG Alliance.
And here comes the shot from afar by Mizi. Will he be able to land anything? Oh, but the elimination feed, Celcom DG Alliance in a fight, not only with Alter Ego, but also Tribe Aramasi at the north. A fight that we expected to happen. You see them on the minimap right now, and they seem to be fighting for territory. Now we have a good view. Sem9, Celcom DG Alliance, and Alter Ego.
Okay, so I guess this is going to be a 3-way battle. We thought that it's just going to be between Sem9 and Alter Ego Errors, but Celcom DG Alliance has another idea in mind. And we're looking at Sem9 throwing a lot of nades up against Alter Ego Errors. Moana is just like maybe getting a little damage, but it was just a scratch here. But Celcom DG Alliance 64-2 dropping some spikes as well, and Alter Ego Airs continues to dodge those attacks coming from two teams.
But it can't dodge the absence of the circle. It shifts towards the middle. Now we have 4 teams in it. The Northern fight might still continue. And because of the circle shift, this will force all these teams to come together. So this fight at this point is inevitable.
For sure. Okay, so most of the fights that we are seeing at the moment are mid to long range fights. I mean, the CQC that I think can only happen is between AZ Slumber and Talon Esports, and maybe even, like RQ. But since RQ is in the compound, I don't think they will be joining any battles just yet. So it could probably be Talon versus AZ Slumber later on. But Alpha Gaming right now doing some moves up against 2 players of Sem9. Unfortunately, man, it's too just overwhelming for one man to handle. Telecom DJ Alliance taking some hits as well from Rosemary this time. Alpha took a hit, and it is bad, bleeding out there in the open. But Moana is here to save the day.
And he has to recover his teammates quickly. Now zone is closing. Sem9 is still around the corner. Amazon still with the high ground up against them. Just needs the information. And looks like Alpha just got eliminated. Same goes for Celcom DJ Alliance at number 9 with 4 elimination points. So much happening at the top. Tribal Mercy might just be part of it, but here comes AZ Slumber. Azmi taking a lot of damage from their fire. Ooh, the nade.
Oh man, this is it. This is it. The chance, for AZ Slumber to dominate up against RQ. They need this compound to stay in the game. They need this location. And RQ obviously putting up a very good defense so far. They also have one player knocked down on the ground, but that was a close call on the side of RQ, but was able to get the job done. RQ continues to dominate still. And same thing goes for Sem9 with already 5 elimination points in the bag, taking out Alter Ego Eris.
They're the ones dominating right now. Alter Ego and OK round for them. 7 points collected in total. Genforce just got eliminated by Toda from that high ground. Brian out as well, thanks to RRQ's Swavel. And RRQ, because they're in the middle of the circle, they have this compound. They will attract a lot of attention from the other teams. But nades galore by RRQ to finish out the final player of AZ Slumber.
Yep, access denied. Okay, you will not be taking this compound from us. Okay, I mean, Slumber, they've been put to sleep, for now, but we'll see them later on. RQ continues to have the control of this cluster of buildings. However, that was a very good spot coming from Talon Esports. We got Boo scaring down one member of RQ, and he's looking to seal the deal with that nade! And it was a very good one.
But can Boo, aka I believe this must be Boo Boo Hoo, new signing by Talon, now taking up this fight against APG on the other side. But at the same time, the circle will update itself while APG defends their ground. They should still get the circle because they're somewhat in the middle of it. And here comes the rest of Talon. Sends a nade across and they will get a knock onto Doc.
Doc needs a doctor in the house. Could be hard, for Joel to pick him up at this point. Talon Esports will be coming right from behind them. So that could be, detrimental. RQ also trying to get into play here. Talon Esports getting some damage. And Joel, what a response. What an answer. A Chul knockdown on the ground.
What innate. Oh, looks like APG there receiving assistance from RRQ. Excel eliminated. Now Yoru is alone on the other side while they're recovering their fallen teammate Achu. Achu is back up. And here comes Boboku. His turn to take charge of whoever is in front. But RRQ taking the active approach. They're leaving their compound out to take this fight. They want the points for themselves. And they will be going up against Talon. Achu from the lower ground. Not the best possible position. RRQ has a high ground advantage. And they were trying to defend it, but Yoru will say, I want to be the king of the hill. But Yoru being fired back by Lapa. A big trade-off between the two teams. At the end of the day, it is still RRQ.
Oh man, Joel took a nade on the face coming from Boo Talon Esports. But they're not out the woods just yet because RQ also trying to reset, still trying to dominate. And it's just a matter of time. Talon right now just doing their very best to last long for stage number 7 here in Miramar. Tribe Aramasi numbers, well, they still have it, but they have to go up against the boys of Sem9. And right now we can see a lot of smokes getting popped at the moment. Sem9 trying to gauge the situation, going for the off angle over here, and they're ready for a bloody fight up against Tribe.
Oh, that nade onto Yuhai. It was huge, but Yuhai's still alright. And Vex goes in all alone. Gets that one knock immediately. Looking for more targets. Amazal will finish off Rick. Bit of an assistance from a distance. And here comes the rest of Sem9. They want to infiltrate this compound. They want to take it away from the hands of Tribe Aramasi. As Zayo goes up to the second floor, he needs time to reload and reset to himself. But then again, Sem9 is not giving him that space. Tribe Aramasi out.
Oh man, things are pretty intense at this point. 3 teams remaining. RQ getting punishment coming from Sem9 as well. 9 points in the bag now. RQ just got eliminated with only 6 in the bag. Sem9 versus Todak for the final zone here. It's 4v3 situation. Numbers advantage goes to Sem9, but let's see if Todak can flip the script.
Ooh, it's Sem9 versus Sem9 2.0 right now. Who will score this chicken dinner? If we were to look at the circle, Todak, they do have the high ground, they do have the circle, but they don't have the numbers though. Sem9 on the other hand, they have to cross that road. This road is going to be their final bane before they meet with the anime boss, Todak.
Oh, anime boss. I like how you put it. But yeah, I mean, this is the final boss they're dealing with. Let's see who's going to be winning this. Cleon, right now, cooking up a nade here. Okay, can he get the ingredients right? Can he get the recipe right? Unfortunately, no, did not connect whatsoever. But we got Satria making the move. But Sem9 goes down. Hard safety goes for Cleon. It's a back and forth trade at the moment. Both of the teams suffering loss. And it's now a 3v2.
Oh, they fight back. Firen gets mud up. And Firen gets gunned down instead. A bit of a trade-off there. Frenzy on the lower ground right now against Vex, the new kid of Sem9. Can Vex actually do it? Yuhai is still right behind, providing that cover fire support. And Frenzy will finish off that one player of Sem9, securing that one other point. But Vex with this nade, sends it across, will not connect, but here comes Yuhai.
And Frenzy doing the salsa. Well, then at the end of this round, it's a rampage. It was set off by Sem9, and they took that win, eliminating the last remaining player of Todak. But that is still an absolute performance coming from Vex right there. But we can only crown one winner, and that would be Sem9, with a massive number of elimination points as well.
Yes, and they were very active this round. Also going around, whenever they see a target, they go for it. And they survived the Northern fight where there was Southcom DG Alliance and Outer Eagle. That paved the way for them to be the winner chicken dinner winners in this round. And the new kid on the block for Sem9, Vex, scores the most eliminations, 6 eliminations to be exact, followed by Firen 5 and Amazal with 1. This is amazing news for Sem9 because Vex, fun fact, is an unknown player. Like he has not, well, at least, unless he used a different IGN, I don't know, but we have not even seen him in the PMNC before.
Okay, my bad. So I thought Vex was playing for Todak. It was the other way around. It was Frenzy that was the last player. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Vex obviously is flexing at the moment. That is a solid 4 elimination points for him, accompanied by Satria. So this is, I guess, a duo that that's going to be very interesting, for the side of a Sem9. And I do want to see more of this action, coming from this team. But we also have to give recognition, to the other teams that performed great, aside from Sem9. Of course, there was Todak, there was RQ, and there was even Tribe Aramasi.
Yep, so we got these 4 teams, and all 4 of them had a lot of action, especially RRQ. They took the active approach at some point. They had compound, they had the circle, but they said to themselves, too boring sitting in the compound. Might as well come out and find fights. And that's where they fought with Talent and also APG. Now, we're going to compare the head-to-head between Firen, aka Satria, against IQ. Did I get it right?
IQ, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Please, people, can you just, Use proper
It's
names. It gets me confused.
For sure. Oh man. Okay. Team contribution, however, this is dominated by Fourth Thrives here, dominated by IQ. Damage output, slight advantage as well. I guess, there's a little gap when it comes to IQ's numbers. But the MVP, again, we got Fex over here from Sem9 with 6 elimination points and 762 damage output for this match. And, I guess is also pretty accurate in terms of like how he uses the throwables inside the game. And, it's interesting. Just like what you said, he's a wonder kid. Is a newbie, is someone Sem9 is currently flexing at the moment. And I am excited to see if he can actually maintain this pace. I mean, he's with the other performers, top performers, for this tournament. I mean, we got obviously IQ, we got Satria as well, Sem9. And I mean, this name is known in all places. I mean, La Par of RQ.
Do you remember last season there was this very performing player called Man Parang?
Man Parang, yeah.
That's Fex. So, yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh man, and he is extremely good, no doubt.
He's shown it last season, and so far, at least for this round, he's showing it again. So, doing so far so good with his new teammates. Considering that he has 0 international experience.
Whoa. Okay. I mean, it's interesting. Obviously, with the kind of performance that I'm seeing from him today, and with the rest of the team here, only goes to show that they have their rhythm down, they have their synergy down, everything is working out for them as a team. So I guess we can only expect great things, from Sem9.
Well, Ade Luke is hoping to come up with great things, but at least he gets himself here on the board for the longest elimination distance of 370. Although it's a big map with lots of land, but nobody has got time to loot any airdrops. And we have a few players that got eliminated by the zone. So that's why it's 69 total eliminations. 181 throwables used. That's okay. If it's not 200, yeah, that's fine. But overall, nothing changed for Team Flash at the top because of the huge gap.
For sure. We called it out already. 110. I mean, they're still the only team here with triple-digit scores, so that's quite a lot to catch up on. Vampire Esports, 69. Alpha Gaming at 63. Sem9 with 60. So all close gaps, I can say, from top 1 to top 5 over here. We can even have, RQ join in the mix as well. T2K, Fourth Thrives AST on the first page still. Coming up for the second, we got Vikings with 1 chicken dinner, 38 points. BTR seems to be at the bottom currently, but I know that, they can still do something to turn the tides. I mean, Todak, with that massive performance, they were able to climb up 3 ranks.
What is BTR doing down there? That is a unusual sight for BTR.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but, I guess it is what it is, or they're trying to do what BTR does best. Come back at the very last moment. So who knows, right? So all of you out there, I know BTR has a ton of supporters. Continue to support your favorite team. They might make that huge comeback. But whether they will or not in the next round, we'll find out after this break.
Step into the ring.
Sem9 is definitely down to play here at the Ruthless Invitational Showdown. It's season 12, everyone, and I cannot wait to dive into our third match this evening. Again, this is Red Queen and Sir Cloud, your casters for this tournament.
Yep, and we're trying to hit 370k subscribers. So hit that subscribe button in case you have not yet. All right, that's a reminder for all of you. And if you would like to follow us on our socials, okay, we are very easy people to find. Our social tags are down below our screen. But coming up next, we're going to repeat in Miramar after this. So, match number 9. Gotta start thinking about our prediction now.
Oh, man. Yeah. Who am I going to pick next? Okay, just to give you guys an idea about the top Miramar performers, we got Vampire Esports, Team Flash, Alpha Gaming, and Sem9. And that was a massive run, that came from Sem9, from the previous round. So there's that possibility of them carrying that same energy back to this round. And I do agree with you, Sir Cloud. We have been doing well, hyping up the tournament here, engaging with all of the players and the teams and just like really telling a story that is quite interesting for everyone. So please do not forget to show us a little bit of love and support by, visiting our social media pages at Red Queen Andy and, of course, Sir Cloud MY. Please do give us a follow, a like, and a share as well. And you know what? Speaking of following us on our social media platforms, Sir Cloud have been doing a lot of unboxing, the things that he got from EWC.
Oh, no.
You should see that.
Oh, no. Too much. Too much. But okay, but that series is done though. Just saying. So if you want to catch up, okay, you can catch up from the start. It's like a storyline to the end. And yeah, and there will be a wrap-up podcast coming up soon. This week, I guess. But what's coming up now is our prediction. I'm the one left behind now. Pressure. That's how you feel last season.
Oh, yes. I think I'm beginning to question my sanity. Like, am I going to get a score here eventually or no? Like, I don't know.
Well, you did already. Thanks to Team
Perhaps
Flash.
it's your turn.
Oh, man. It's moving to me now. Okay.
Oh, gosh. You know what? I feel like I'm going to give chance to... Man, this is hard.
Wow.
Vampire Esports. Let's go with Vampire Esports.
I like the fact that Production Big BTR is like, they want to see the huge mega comeback by BTR. Okay.
Perhaps.
All right.
Federalis, I think, is playing. I mean, the guy is outstanding.
Okay. All right. Let me lock in Team Flash. Let's go. Let me have a
Oh, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Team Flash, so VTR. And of course, we got Vampire Esports. So we got Vietnam, Indonesia, and Thailand. Okay, now I want to see the fandom down there in the comment section. Which of the teams do you think is going to be winning the fight? We'll make it easy for you guys. You can choose like from these 3 teams that you can see on the screen. So is it going to be Team Sir Cloud? Is it going to be Team Production? Or is it going to be Team Red Queen? Let's go.
Ooh, okay, that's intriguing. Okay, put it in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. But now I'm starting to question my choice, right? Like, you guys is already up there, like they're so ahead, like they're still that one and only team with 100-ish points. Do they still want to do it? I don't know, but you know what? Because of the smash rule at the very last day, it still makes a lot of sense for you to have that bar.
Yeah, I think it's everyone has this love and hate relationship towards the smash rule. Because sometimes it can work on your advantage, but sometimes, it can work against you. So it's a flip of a coin, like I feel when it comes to Smash Rule. And I think it's a best thing that happened, for PUBG.
I mean, that's the nature of competition, right? Like somebody wins, somebody doesn't win. So it is like that. I can totally understand the sentiment, right? Like if it favors your team, then you'll be like, yay, I love the smash rule. But if it doesn't, then you'll be like, oh no. It's just a natural course of a competition at the end of the day. But it's also a natural course that we'll head on to our following game, and this is going to be Miramar again. Miramar round number 2. And in the previous Miramar, we ended the round somewhere around La Bendita-ish circle. So let's see if we get this different one this time.
And Hugh absolutely rocking us still, with his numbers up on the board. Most knockout damage and even the highest elimination points, I guess. Yeah, 25 in total. And then we got Doc and Fex over here tied up with 18 points in total. But those are just like the individual titles that we have, going on for this tournament. But for the flight path, we can see that it's fairly, like slightly in the middle. So I guess San Martin and the likes of La Bendita, Los Leones are going to be, the usual drops we can definitely see. We do wonder though if we're going to be having the same zone, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Yep, it'll be revealed to us soon. While that, any potential early fights? Okay, the drops, maybe not yet, but that might change when teams tussle for vehicles. But we're going to get a very different circle this time. It's going to be on the left side. So strategies are going to be different. This kind of circle, to me, is still all right. It's an okay circle. It's not one of those like Impala circle or all the way down south. But we see an early engagement. Team Flash and Cellcom DG Alliance for Los Leones.
Hopefully we see a lot of action happen still. I mean, there was a drop clash that happened, like a couple of drop clashes that happened during our first Miramar. But this one is a little bit passive if we're just going to compare the two Miramars for today. But of course, we are just at the beginning of the match here. And obviously, nothing is still happening. No team is pushing anyone just yet. But Los Leones, we are looking at Team Flash and Cellcom DG Alliance. Boom Esports, pretty close to that same spot. Even Alter Ego Eras and AC Slumber could potentially, meet each other somewhere around South area. And as for Team Flash, since it's the team that we're seeing on the screen here. Obviously, they do have, little information about Cellcom DG Alliance. But as to where they are exactly, I think that still needs, figuring out.
Yeah, because it's a big city, right? So naturally, you can like hide among these buildings. And it will take some time. But what we're sure is that the circle is away from this area. So it's something for the teams to consider to not stay here too long. But if they can get a shot, why not? I mean, it's points at the end of the day anyway.
Yeah. But it's interesting because like we're not seeing any drop clash that happened, for this round. So I guess everyone's a little bit, cautious, I guess. Maybe this is the start of something new for most of the teams here. Those teams that we are really waiting on to kind of have a resurgence or like maybe a burst of energy before coming into play here. But right now, we are not seeing any of that happen. I mean, we are looking at T2K Esports, and the teams that probably can go up against them would be like RQ. We got BTR as well, and maybe even Vikings. But, judging by the number of teams, just pretty close to T2K, I feel like there might be a cleanup that can happen around that area. But just looking at the number of teams really flocking and staying within that particular spot. But then again, we just have to wait where the next circle would shift. And we will probably be able to spot, those teams that might have an altercation.
The potential might be around San Martin area. That's one potential, but it really depends on how the teams will rotate, right? Because, yep, it is Miramar. It is a big map. So naturally, the teams will have a lot of options to rotate. Anywhere else might be a potential. Now, it depends on how slow or how fast Toda would move down south. And if they were to stay there, then they can potentially be gatekeepers to like Alter Ego, that might potentially take the southern route in the circle.
Okay, so I mean, just looking at the teams here, I do wonder since Team Flash is currently at the top spot here, will they be really pushing themselves to stay at the top? I mean, like having said that, I also wonder like if Vampire Esports will take their aggression up a notch here. Add a little aggression. Same thing goes for APG. Would be enough. I mean, for this day number 2, would it be enough for them to cross that triple-digit score as well? Same thing goes for Team Flash, or same with Team Flash. I mean, those are just maybe some of the expectations coming inside, for game number 3 here. And as for BTR, I mean, currently they are at the bottom here, Sir Cloud, and we haven't really seen them perform just yet. Maybe we see them go through fights and maybe even win some, but not the explosive, fiery type of BTR just yet.
Yeah, they hardly make a showing on our screen, right? And when they do, unfortunately, they don't win fights. So I don't know. This is a very different kind of BTR that we're talking about. Like even during the league stages, like they were doing okay. I believe they finished at number 4 or something, or number 5, which is not too bad. But this is a very different kind of BTR. And at this stage, because they only have 19 points, Team Flash is at 110 points. Even for them to smash it, I don't know. But we'll talk about that more later because right now we're going to focus on to D Xavier and Talon.
Okay, D Xavier obviously trying to flush out Talon. Pathogen goes in for that spray. Fortunately, it did not connect, but we can see like a couple of members from Talon Esports a little bit low in the HP here. I mean, we got Axel, very concerning, yes, and he was able to be spotted by Lamborghini of D Xavier, and D Xavier capitalized on that one, and they will not be letting go. Same thing goes for True of Talon. I mean, it's currently not down on the ground here. We are seeing a back and forth trade happen between these two teams, and Talon seems to be, well, the one losing the fight.
And Paragen is down, but then again, they still have enough manpower against Talon. And Talon, I believe they only have one player left who's on the outside. Yep, there you go. That's Bubuhu on this high ground against Lamborghini. 2 nades.
Oh, man.
Down. But who lobbed the second nade? I wonder. And that's towards Lamborghini. Can't be his teammate lobbing it. I don't think so. So I wonder where that nade came from.
I wonder what Boo is going to do in this situation. I mean, obviously, D Xavier will be hunting him down. And, for like a whole squad to come after you, that could be like really intimidating. But let's see how, Long is going to be surviving this one. We can see Lamborghini is trying to find another angle that could work for him. Maybe trying to find a way, where he could probably get to where Boo is at the moment. But from the Q feed, I did see a name pop up, but I wasn't able to really read it. So maybe there's a player down there somewhere.
Okay, but what we're sure is that up there is Bubuhu, and he just got eliminated. I guess like what we discussed, it was very difficult for him to get out of that situation. So he's out, and that means Talon is eliminated with 0 points.
Okay, here we go. Tribe Aeromancy obviously is getting some information as well. Maybe it's a hunch, okay, that there might be a team just in front of them, and Tribe Aeromancy did test it out. I mean, obviously, Giante over here, if I'm not mistaken, went in for a spray, but with a kind of distance, I mean, it's obviously far, so it could be a little, like, it's a tall order, so to speak. But Tribe Aeromancy getting some shots back. Well, I guess that's also kind of like a brutal response that whatever you do, we are prepared for it.
Are they prepared for this circle? Look at this. On the left side, you see that curve of the circle? Like that curve is unplayable land. So that cuts out maybe say 10% of the circle. So they have 90% of the rest of the circle to play with. But that also means that they might have lesser areas to play as well. And considering that we still have 17 teams in stage number 2, I believe we can expect more fights to happen in the stage.
Especially over to the northeastern side, I guess. Maybe those, like most of the fights will definitely happen. Vikings coming in to play. RQ, T2K, they're traveling, the same direction over here. We got Todak Esports already in the middle. Could potentially go up against Force Rise. I mean, just considering the proximity they have with each other. T2K, okay, we are hearing some gunshots, but not from T2K. It's coming from Vampire Esports this time, and it looks like one of them, Lazarus. Okay, Lazarus is taking in some big damage from Zuxi.
Yeah, big damage, but lucky enough for him, he's in his own compound, so he's okay. And the fact that he came from Zuxi, I wonder if they're poking the Hornet's nest. And so far, no knock yet, and BTR are okay in Monte Nuevo as well. They're going to share the same area as Vampire Esports and T2K on the other side. But RRQ is taking a very different approach. They want to go for the high ground instead.
He who has the high ground has the advantage. But let's see if this is going to be enough, though, for RQ. I mean, they're going up against D-Savior. They're holding on to multiple angles, I guess. I mean, the best way to deal with any situation here in Miramar, or for PUBG, it doesn't matter. But D-Savior, right now, I guess, managing a lot of teams. Okay, RQ, however, was able to spot down Shin, and Shin, well, paying a heavy price for it. Really knocked down on the ground here. So D-Savior already at the deficit, and that is it, for RQ. They just made sure that they will be taking this point.
And RRQ now gonna tussle for this high ground with D-Xavier. But it's not easy for them to take that shot since they don't have a good clear view. They're on the other side. They don't need to be worried about teams below them since they have this high ground. Toda is one of those. I don't think will be a big challenge for them for now, for RRQ. But for D-Xavier, they might want to take points. Or maybe they're waiting for the circle. Might as well, right? Since it's going to shift anyway.
Mm-hmm. You gotta be best prepared for anything. Oh, okay. 4 Thrives right now. IQ has been knocked out of his vehicle. Currently facing the floor. But let's see if he can still get picked up at this point. I think there's still, some time. Okay. I mean, Alpha Gaming. Okay. One of them is very low in HP. Okay, that would be Joel. But obviously they are rotating. They're trying to go for another angle. I think they are about ready to fight as well.
Fight. Okay. That's happening now between RRQ and Toda. He just took out 9. But that's somewhere on the southern side of this area. Everybody wants a piece of this high ground. And that includes RRQ to just fend off anyone else who's close by. Not sure who this is though. It's too far for us to get a view. But it could be Toda.
Could be Todak. T24 not having a great day so far. I mean, he just got taken down by Red Bull of Vampire Esports. But, AZ Slumber trying to go up against the big boys. We got APG over here trying to defend themselves, and that was such a road rage that just happened. And Joel immediately just fell down on the ground here. Same thing goes for East. So 2 active players. Rifus now make that one. Doc is the last surviving member of APG. AZ Slumber must be doing really great, but they're getting a little help coming from the boys of Alter Ego Errors.
Oh, everyone's helping each other, but they're going to claim it back right now. Alter Ego just took out one out of AZ Slumber and they took out the second one. That's only Meezy in the building. Alter Ego coming close, hard and fast.
Oh man, Alter Ego Errors knows exactly when to join a fight. And AZ Slumber, well, they don't really have that much time to lick their wounds. And Alter Ego Errors just capitalizing on this one. Alpha getting some damage, but he immediately was able to respond. 5 elimination points in the bag now. Sem9, Tribe Arrow Macy going to head to head. Vex obviously got knocked down on the ground, and just like that, we didn't even see what happened. AZ Slumber just got eliminated with only 3 points in the bag.
And AZ Slumber out. The new kids on the block. And Alter Ego, they're starting to chase AZ Slumber, and they can potentially even chase Boom Esports since they have been eliminated. They are now at 38 points. Could this be the rise of Alter Ego? Just leaving it out there.
Could be. I mean, we all know Alter Ego Errors can be great. I mean, they went up against, like a great deal of clashes during the EWC, and just like 6 matches in, they were able to perform really well, which of course impressed the crowd. So 4 Thrives back into the action over here. T24 IQ already out, and they're trying to flush out the boys of Vampire Esports, but do they have enough firepower? I mean, obviously they're down to 2 members, and could be hard, to go up against a fight here. But if you do have some of the advantages working out for you, pretty much just like the vantage points that we can see coming from 4 Thrives, I think they have a shot.
Yeah. And now with the circle shift, let's see if they will have that shot as well. Looking at the circle and the position of the teams, North, will be another potential clash point. D-Xavier and RRQ. That score has to settle. But on screen, Vikings. Wooty just got taken out by Badru from Alter Ego. And Alter Ego locks in point number 6.
I can say that this is quite a passive round for Vikings. And I'm not sure how exactly they lost 2 of their members, but I'm curious at like what kind of adaptability skills that they've managed to manage to master, in order for them to survive up until the latter stages of the match. So that's interesting to see. But in the meantime, we're looking at Celcom Digital Alliance versus Team Flash. And coming off the kill feed, it looks like Team Flash might be the one drowning. But D-Saver going up against Superman. Vikings throws in the nade. Levi's caught it. And this could pave the way, for Superman to actually win this fight. But that is going to be a 2v1 situation.
Oh, okay. Superman 50% of health. Now with Molly to buy himself a little bit more time to heal up. Still in this fight though. While Vampire Esports and 4Thrives fighting somewhere else. Superman now defending his goal, but from the back, who showed up? It's RRQ showing up right now, and RQ catching into the combat, spraying into the building, hoping to hit that target. Lamborghini's the healthiest member of D-Savior right now, and he has to buy enough time for his teammates, but unfortunately he went down as well. RRQ rushed in just at the right timing. Now all they need to do is finish off Paragon.
Oh man, it's already catastrophic for most of the teams down south. And the fight continues on. We got RQ still going up against D-Savior. Semline just got eliminated empty-handed for this match. Oh, that's got to be tough. Patagon throws in some Molly. Buy him a little time here. But Bow right now getting tagged by Playzone of Celcom DG Alliance. Genfos right now telling his teammate, come back here, I'll try to revive you. But then again, they will have to deal with business over here, waiting for any team that could potentially take them out. But they need to take care of business. Patagon, the only problem from the side of D-Savior, has fallen as victim up against the boys of RQ. It's a total domination.
And RQ takes over that compound. They can hold it for the stage, but likely they will need to move when it comes to stage 5. Coming up soon in about 35 more seconds. In the middle of the circle, we have a lot of teams here on the high ground. That includes 4Thrives, Celcom DG Alliance, Team Flash, Win is on the other side, Vampire Esports on the lower ground. So many teams here in this area. More on screen, Alter Ego Rosemary just took out Nepeko.
Oh, ouch. 10 teams remaining stage 4. Tribe, they're quiet for now. They're already in the middle. Same thing goes for Vampire Esports. I mean, obviously they're not getting into any engagements, but it's going to be a different story for Nokia 4Thrives. I mean, he's pretty close, to the boys of Celcom DG Alliance, so it's just about a matter of time, before he gets spotted out. When, I guess it's the same scenario with him and Noki. I mean, they're both about to go up against, Celcom DG Alliance, a 2-2 split, obviously. Alter Ego Ares, I think it's a clear one coming from the west side. But for RQ, T2K, and maybe even BTR, there might be an altercation that can happen.
Oh, and it's going to be the fight for the high ground based on this circle. Let's see who will be the king of the hill. Right now, Celcom DG Alliance have a good spread. And they're going to try to lock out Team Flash, but they have to deal with 4Thrives as well on the other side. Noki, with this nade being cooked up, and the rest of Celcom DG Alliance, they have to leave this area just in time before the nade lands.
Noki obviously is trying to scare them away, and it seems to be working out just fine, for the side of 4Thrives. But the fight is not over just yet. We still got 2 minutes on the clock here for stage 5. We're looking at Celcom DG Alliance with 3 points in the bag. Coming off the kill feed, though, it's BTR versus T2K. And Rolls is out there bleeding and fighting for his life. Will he be saved at this point?
We'll find out in a little bit more, I guess. Because right now on screen, we do have T2K. And T2K, okay, managed to get into this area, but heavy casualty. They lost one player. BTR still around the corner. A lot more attention onto this high ground. Vampire Esports right now on top of it. And they saw the rotation by T2K just below them. And that's the advantage of being on the high ground.
Yes, sir. Could probably have the advantage of just choosing who to take down next. But anyway, Alter Ego Era 6 points now. And it's a solid performance. I mean, the fact that they're still a complete squad here for stage 5, it's amazing. And Rosemary, again, holding off to a very good angle over here, potentially shutting down maybe a couple players from the side of REQ, but maybe is just trying to apply a lot of pressure onto their side. And that's the same thing going on, for the rest of Alter Ego boys. We got okay, there you go. I mean, Gen Foss finally got taken down by Tribe Aeromacey this time.
Gen Foss out thanks to Rick, and that puts Tribe Aeromacey in a domination stage. 5 eliminations at least for Tribe Aeromacey right now. And they still have a full team, so anything can happen. Who knows? Who knows? Everyone for Tribe Aeromacey got a piece of elimination at least. So everyone's pulling their own weight. But their next challenger, it could be Alter Ego.
Zuxi, okay. He finds one player from RQ and did not waste any time, converts that into an elimination point for himself. 10 teams remaining, and we're still looking at Bigatron by Vitality. Right in front of them, there's Vampire Esports, there's Team Secret, and even T2K. So I do wonder which team they're going to be challenging up to next, But we can see that with that Mini 14, he is doing a little bit of that tap and fire up against Tribe Aeromacey, but I don't think Tribe Aeromacey will respond for now.
And Circle shifts still with that high ground within the circle. Just like Southcom DJ Alliance, they have to move in front. And that shouldn't be a problem for them because Noki, he's number 1, alone. Number 2, he's on the lower ground. So he will not be a big threat to Southcom DJ Alliance for now. But for BTR, the team that needs to make a big comeback, so far so good. We're talking about 6 eliminations now.
Oh man, Rosemary, confirmation coming through. Tribe Aeromacey is doing a little bit of punishment up against Alter Ego Eras, and they're winning the fight. We got Rig still currently not down on the ground here, but this is a strong performance nonetheless coming from Tribe Aeromacey. 2 of them knocked down on the ground, so there's an obvious need for them to kind of reset and recuperate in this situation, but I hope that there's still a lot of time for them. But looking at the situation over to the side of Bigatron, 7 points now. I believe they already have the momentum. They've already set the pace for the rest of the team here. And as for Tribe Aeromacey took a massive hit, and they're about to lose Zio in the process.
Noki, is he going to pull a surprise here? Okay, Adelus looking the other way though. It seems like he kind of forgotten about Noki. And he could be the one to surprise them. He has 40 bullets in the chamber of his Scar L, 4 in reserves. So he has to make his shots count.
Could potentially throw just one nade and get a lot of elimination points for this one, but you got to have that perfect timing. Okay, I mean, it looks like, Celcom DJ Alliance doesn't even know where Noki is at the moment, so that's an advantage. That's maybe something that he could use, that element of surprise of catching them off guard. So let's see if Noki can maintain just that. I mean, obviously he needs to pick his moment, so what's next for Noki of 4 Thrives?
Ooh, that nade. Does he have any? Okay. Maybe we'll check that one later once we get a zoom in onto himself. Okay, he shows himself, takes that shot, almost getting a knock, but because it did not finish the job, now his position is compromised. Celcom DJ Alliance will be full in focus onto Noki as Noki moves forward, takes a lot of damage still with his UMP, and now they're on the chase. Noki, where did he go? Did he just jump all the way down?
Yeah, I think he did. He did. Oh, backed away. I mean, that was a good call, I can say, because there's another team, doing a spray up against Celcom DJ Alliance, and maybe that's Team Secret. I'm just not quite sure. But coming off the kill feed is Lazarus versus BTR at the moment. Zuxi getting some points. Redface cooking up a nade here. Does he have all the recipe? That is, of course, still the question. Oh man, that is not a very good nade. I think it got overcooked, but he's gonna come after another one.
Okay, nade after nade, side to cross, and they got GK! Beautifully lobbed. But Team Secret, they might be able to save GK. Redface needs to recover his health back to 80%. And he's back up again. Another nade, 2 nades did not connect. While the circle will show itself. Will it still be the high ground though? Circle moves slightly down from that high ground. So now BTR and Team Secret have to settle the score.
Oh, they need to. They need to do it as fast as they can because I feel like Vampire Esports, the moment that they recuperate the situation, I feel like they're going to join the mix as well. But BTR obviously has a little bit of pressure from their side since they're the ones that need to step into the zone. And Team Secret, okay, that's an advantage up against BTR, but can they hold on to it? Can they defend this particular spot? Will they let BTR in? Celcom DG Alliance trying to get into position as well, right behind Team Secret, and they could potentially shut down Team Secret from this angle too.
And Red Faces with his need. This might take a while. Oh, well, on the other side, Team Flash just got eliminated. Number 9, no elimination points. It's a rare sight. Team Flash, no points at all this round.
I think. Oh, okay. So forget what I think. Coming off the kill feed, it's still BTR versus T2K. BTR obviously fighting for the right to survive and play still for this round. But yeah, I believe we are really seeing them work hard, for this place. Team Secret obviously popping a lot of smokes here to conceal their exact location so as not to make it easy for other teams to take them down as well. I mean, Celcom DG Alliance probably is also having a good time here, punishing the boys of Team Secret. They're managing 2 teams here, both aggressive ones, so it's just a matter of time here, Sir Cloud.
Oh. It's a matter of who will land that nade. But both sides, they are somewhat, or maybe some of the players are on the outside of the blue. So if that's going to be the case, then they'll be forced to move forward anyway. But Celcom DG Alliance, they have to butt in. Take it out Zuxi from afar. It's going to be out in look. And looks like BTR, they're not in a good position at all.
Oh, they are not. They are not. But Celcom DG Alliance trying to get lucky still. This fight happening between Team Secret and BTR. You just have to seize that moment. Redface doing his best, saving his teammate. But we got one of the boys of BTR coming knocked down on the ground. And it's not easy as well from Team Secret.
Ooh.
I mean, judging by the situation, there are a lot of teams pointing their guns at them, at these 2 teams. So it is turning to be quite a bloodbath.
Oh, it's an absolute bloodbath on top of the high ground. Razy managed to get down to the lower ground, but now his position compromised and eliminated. BTR number 7, but at least they scored 9 elimination points together with them.
Vampire Esports is not in the best spot as well, and Tribe Aeromacy knows this. They're trying to flush them out, trying to distract them, disorient them, and all of those nades being thrown in the situation. So Tribe Aeromacy does have that slight advantage up against the boys of Vampire Esports, but we're looking at Celcom DG Alliance. 7 elimination points in the bag now. Noki, amazingly, is still alive for stage 8. I mean, we are 1 zone out before we close things up for this match.
Ooh.
Red Bull took a massive hit coming from Zero with that nade. Tribe Aeromacy could potentially take down the rest of Vampire Esports.
Beautiful nade there, but they have to follow up soon. But now we check on what's happening on the high ground. Well, Oleo locks in another elimination. 4 thrives eliminated. Now it's Tribe Aeromacy and Vampire Esports for the fight of this compound.
Man, you guys are insane. We got a total of 18,000 viewers right now watching the final 4 teams get that chicken dinner. Again, we are already at stage 8. We got Zio again taking down Red Bull with another nade. Miala, what are you going to do in this situation? I mean, this is the 3 players coming from Tribe Aeromacy, and that was an obvious outcome. Vampire Esports just got eliminated. Tribe Aeromacy taking the numbers for this round.
And Tribe Aeromacy, though they're on the lower ground, but they're playing close to the middle of the circle, so they have a pretty good spot. Zero gets Oleo, even though he had the high ground advantage. But now they don't really have the space. Look at this stage 9. Celcom DG Alliance really close to the edge of the blue. And the blue will put pressure on them right now.
Tribe Aeromacy finally popping off. We got 16 eliminations in the bag just because Zaya is actually playing, for this round. So it is amazing performance we are seeing coming from Tribe Aeromacy. And here comes the dance off between Delta and Alter Ego Errors. Alpha gets knocked down hard on the ground, but still 7 elimination points in the bag. Tribe Aeromacy down to Celcom DG Alliance, who's going to be winning the fight.
Okay, here comes, and Delta wins that 1v1. Celcom DG Alliance, only 2 active players left, and they are forced to move down to the lower ground. Delta will take front against the 2 players of Celcom DG Alliance. Here goes Delta with the high ground. double knockdown, double elimination, delivering Tribe Messi the chicken dinner.
Tribe Messi be flexing them guns. We got them at the top of the leaderboard for this match, and with an amazing whopping elimination points, just to add on top of that one, Tribe Messi making their presence felt, and I'm pretty sure the crowd is going insane down there in the comment section. So congratulations to Tribe Messi.
Woo! What a round. They won the earlier fight with Vampire Esports in their own compound, and then that was to secure the middle of the circle. Even though they're on the lower ground, it doesn't matter because that's how the circle works. It gives them the advantage going up against the teams on the high ground, including Cellcom DJ Alliance. And look at the amount of eliminations. Delta himself, 9 eliminations.
I was wondering, okay, how many clashes, did Tribe Messi go through? And, obviously, like with this numbers that we can see on the screen here, only goes to show that with every clash that they actually went through for this round, they all made it to the top.
Whoa. And with 18 eliminations in total for Tribe Messi, and the chicken dinner, that's 28 whooping points. That's a lot of points for Tribe Messi in this round. Now, because of the gap that Team Flash has created, for them to be number one, not yet, but we can definitely say that they are getting close.
Oh, yes. And also, just I feel like it's euphoric to even witness the teams really performing for us. And again, even if this is just an off-season tournament, I do love the action that I'm seeing coming from all of the teams here. And this is such a blast, coming from Tribe Messi. And I do love seeing Zayo play for Tribe. All I can say that he is a fine member of Tribe Messi. I feel like this guy definitely has the potential to become one of the greats, from the community. And I'm excited, for Zayu really taking up his position over here for Tribe Messi.
Oh, yeah. And it's exciting to see how he can not only himself perform, but also together with the team perform as well. And we're going to compare Tribe Messi with Cellcom DG Alliance, number 1 and number 2. It's 20 eliminations for Tribe Messi, so that's 30 points this round. Wow, that's a lot. As compared to Cellcom DG Alliance, 8 eliminations. But I guess they were kind of in the standoff for a long time at the high ground. And that's why they didn't really get the chance to gain more than 10 eliminations.
Mm-hmm. But we got to give it to Delta over here coming from Tribe Messi. That's 9 points, coming from this guy. 1,228 damage output is a lot to handle. I mean, this guy definitely popped off as well, making Tribe Messi really look good towards the end here, bagging the chicken dinner. And it will always be about teamwork, I guess.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. It is a team game at the end of the day. It's not a solo game. But if you have players like Delta and Zayo performing like this, well, definitely benefits your team a lot. But besides them, we also have to congratulate Lamborghini and Zaxi for being part of the top performers. And this is one of the better rounds of BTR.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And just like what I said, I already mentioned this one, that whenever I see top performance, on screen here, I just feel like there are different types of kaijus, those monsters from Japanese, like those animes that you guys watch. And these are all different type of beasts that we have so far in the Battle Royale. And I'm excited to see okay, the kaiju from Cellcom DJ Alliance, the kaiju from Alter Ego Airs, which is obviously Rosemary. What are they going to do in the next rounds to come? And I do wonder if we are going to see the same names, for the top performers, or are those going to change as well? But for this round, I think we got at least 6 teams that had an early elimination and with no points whatsoever.
That's a lot. That's the most that we've seen so far. Teams with a 0 down there. And this is also one of the longest elimination distance that we have seen so far. 393, getting close to 400. So that is very long, very, very long. Coming together with it is 206 throwables used. So that's more than 200. So it looks like this round is pretty pretty different as compared to the rounds before based on these stats.
Yeah. And I feel like we are going to be witnessing a lot more of that just happened. So it's going to be a treat for us. But okay, the overall rankings, which you guys have been waiting for. Team Flash still at the top here. Still the only team with a triple-digit score, 110. We got Vampire Esports. AST climbing up 6 ranks and landed on 3rd spot with 71 points. We got D-Savior joining the top 5 as well with 65 points. Currently tied up with Alpha Gaming. So a lot more things can still happen, but 4 Thrives moving down a rank here. So they're now at 9th place with 47 points. And from all of these teams that I'm seeing on the first page, I think that they do have this steady aggression going on for them, at least for day number 2. So I do wonder who's going to be breaking that.
Yeah, and because BTR had a decent round, they move away from the dreaded number 18. Now pushing Tora down to the number 18 spot instead. But the points are still close. Only 3 points between Tora and Talon and Team Secret. So one decent round could definitely push them out of that number 18 that nobody wants to be at. But ladies and gentlemen, we're done with the first half of today. We still have the second half of today. Game number 4 will be coming soon. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you guys after this break. And we are on our second half, and we'll be rotating the maps. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going back into Erangel after this. Welcome to the Ruthless Invitation Showdown Season 12. Man, I wonder, are we going to hit Season 100 one of these days? Yep. In case you can't hear Red Queen, I can't hear Red Queen as well. But it's okay. In case you just join us as well. So here's a little bit of a recap. Team Flash takes game 1. Sem9 takes game 2, and Tribe Messi just came off a chicken dinner inside of Mirama. So who will fill the chicken dinner spot in the upcoming match, which is Erangel? We're going back to the OG map again. And looking at the top Erangel performers, looks like Team Flash. They're dominating all the stats here at number 1, followed by D Xavier, and then we have T2K and APG here. So yeah, the fact that Team Flash, they're dominating all the stats, best performing team in Erangel, I don't know, could Team Flash do it again, or are they telling themselves that, you know what, we can start to chill a little bit because we don't really need the points? Well, I mean, they do objectively because you want to set that bar and also set the match point. Anyway, we're going to wait for Red Queen to return. If Red Queen is here, of course, you can give a holler. Don't worry, don't be shy. But for now, you're just going to listen to me and me only. I'm going to dominate the desk here for now. How will Team Flash continue to dominate? Put it in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Average survival time, more than 21 minutes. Average damage, okay, kind of close with the Xavier. Average eliminations, also kind of big. Average rank points, kind of big as well. So, I mean, did I go for Team Flash? Oh, and welcome back, Red Queen. Where did you go?
Universe where and you guys don't hear me, so I guess that nightmare is finally over. But okay, what did I miss? I think you were talking about
Team Flash,
Team Flash APG, and also Tribe Messi's maybe performance from the last round. I think by far that was the highest number for the elimination points. So at least in the grand finals, I'm interested to see though if there will be other teams that could top just that. So again, with our predictions, making my head ache.
I'm desperate for a point. I see all the colors on Team Flash. Let's put it in Team Flash again. Let's go. Desperation.
Oh man. Okay. I mean, Tribe Messi is making me confused at the moment because I feel like dropping those elimination points is such a huge one. So I feel like they still have a little bit of energy, I guess, into making sure getting those elimination points done. So I'm gonna lock in Tribe Messi. Perhaps they could pull off a double chicken dinner for the night. I just have this much faith to Zayo and the rest of the team.
Double back to back.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. In a different map. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that could change the pace of the game.
Yep. I mean, they do have the objective motivation now, right? Because they are now at number 3. They are 70-ish points. So they are very, very close to overtaking Team Flash, assuming that they get a chicken dinner this round. And Team Flash, maybe they don't get much, then they will potentially be at number 2, and then they only need one more good round to overtake Team Flash. So yeah, I mean, this could be a big comeback for Tribe Messi against Team Flash.
I definitely agree with you. I mean, this is such a boost of confidence, I guess, and morale for the team here. I mean, they're obviously doing great. They have that consistency going on for them. So I feel like they're not going to let go. I mean, if you obviously have the momentum going on for you, which is kind of tricky sometimes to have it all down, for tournaments. But right now, Tribe Messi is on a kill streak, on fire, on the momentum. So I do wonder, but I do feel this, this way, that ASP might be able to bag 2 chickens for the night.
Ooh, okay. You're getting the feels of Tribe Messi. That's why you're putting them in your prediction, right? I totally understand that. But it's all down to them to prove it on the battleground as we head on to this flight back into Erangel. And this time, we're going to have a very different flight path as compared to the one before this or at the start of the day. We're going to start off from the left side to the right. So it's a very balanced flight path for everyone.
Yeah, it's a kind flight path. But of course, those things that will not be kind are those altercation we are about to see eventually, because we just have to wait for it. But just look at the twins over here. Hugh and Bo with the most number of headshots for the game. Highest damage still dominated by Hugh, but Doc Red Bull coming and just trailing behind him. Vex as well with the most number of elimination points. I do wonder though, because Doc, he always gets something, right? I mean, with those individual titles, with the most number of points, like he's the one bagging the most highest, the highest damage output. I mean, I do wonder if this is just like maybe his bare minimum, but still getting those titles done.
Oh, wow. If that's his bare minimum, then I'm afraid to find out what is his maximum potential. That is scary. But of course, players like Doc and generally the Mongolian players, we know their potential. We've seen them at the world stages before that they're able to perform. It is just that, well, I can't say that there's no Mongolian team getting the PMGC. There was before once, but the potential that they show, they look like they could get more. Who knows? Maybe this year. But you know what, Red Queen? We're going to get a similar circle like the one before.
I do wonder, though, if the circle is going to favor, landing at the south side this time. But who knows? What can you say about it? I don't know if you've heard about this, but pretty much I know that you are very well familiar with this player. I heard Senator is actually also trying to form a team here.
I mean, I can't say I know him very well. We meet when we meet, that sort of thing. But I mean, there has been like a news going around like, yeah, he's trying to form a team. But we don't really get to see that team yet. So I'm not sure of the current status, frankly speaking. Maybe you guys, if you know, you can put it in the comment section because we love tea. Well, I love tea and Red Queen loves tea after a meal. So why not?
I mean, if you know something, please do share it with us and maybe we could talk about it. Hey, we got some juicy tea and delicious tea also spilling, from game number 1 and game number 2. So maybe it's your turn to share something explosive to us. But hey, we're just making things interesting for everyone. But talking about interesting. Okay, nothing interesting is happening at the moment. I mean, we just got back to Erangel, and this is very unusual, I can say. I mean, Erangel, usually this is like a place for a lot of drop clashes to happen, but it's a different story right now. We are seeing this is the second Erangel for today. We are just at stage 1, and we're still looking at 18 teams here, so there's no fight happening whatsoever.
Yep, and I guess this kind of tells me that because these teams have played enough games in this particular lobby together since yesterday, so everybody like kind of knows like, okay, this is your drop point. This is probably where you start your rotation. So we try to avoid that. But maybe I spoke too soon because Alter Ego found Cleon of Dota.
Ooh, early aggression we're seeing from the boys of Alter Ego, whereas maybe they're inside his vehicle looking for a fight to happen. I mean, obviously, the teammates would go and avenge him, and Alter Ego, Eris, I think, already prepared. I think they have everything they need inside their backpacks, and they're ready to get into any engagements.
Absolutely, right? And plus, Alter Ego, they know they need to chase the points. And they've been doing fairly well, even like the past few rounds. So they're starting to climb up the overalls. Currently at number 10. And if they do well here, they could probably end in the first half of page 1. So that's a big motivation for Alter Ego. And now getting a good view of where all the teams are at. Look at the north side where Alter Ego is currently stationed. Torak is still there. At least one of the players. But also Team Flash. And they seem to be on a chase.
Yeah. And also Team Secret and Tribe Ermacy both occupying the north and south of Jorgapul area. And for APG, another team down south, like just imagine what can happen if in case, the circle actually lands back into the main peninsula, then they will have to deal with a lot of teams that could probably greet them at the end of the bridge.
Oh, come on. Give us a mutant-based circle. We skipped that one before. But Alter Ego is not going to skip this opportunity to lock in another point. Man, 3 players in one vehicle chasing one player. It feels like they are having this playing classic mindset.
Oh. Based on what I'm seeing, I think they're just smelling blood, like they're kill hungry for this round. I mean, they're already, in their vehicles looking for a fight here to happen, and they're hunting down the remaining players of Todak, which is quite aggressive, I can say. But again, at the end of the day, this is going to be about survivability. And if you want something, if you really want to dominate, you just always have to fight for it. And that's what we're seeing coming from the side of Alter Ego Airs. And the next team that they could have to fight up against would be the Wolfpack.
And here comes the Wolfpack against Alter Ego. Alter Ego 4 players just rushing in onto where the Wolfpacks are at. But they have a good spread and they counter back onto Alter Ego. Because of the spread that they had, Alter Ego, they couldn't deal with the multiple angles, especially from the side, and Boom Esports took them out.
Yep, Boom Esports was able to really sink in their teeth, and was able to win that fight. First team to be taken out would be the boys of Alter Ego Eras. Let's see if Vikings can survive this fight up against AZ. Slumber got a over here. Okay, trying to make a move, but unfortunately it did not work out. AZ Summer continues on with that tag play and was able to get someone knocked down on the ground here, but the fight is not over just yet because we're looking at Vikings and they're also looking to retaliate.
Here comes the Vikings with their orange helmet. Rushing in, trying to flush them out with a molly. And they got Azmi. Okay, that's a good start for the Vikings. But the smoke is slowing them down from going up to the second floor. Now they are thinking of more utilities to try to flush them out. But Red Bull got Mizi. Vampire Esports? Did they just shoot from that far distance out of the minimap?
Ooh, okay. Things just keeps on getting interesting over here. Okay, Vikings E14's already out. Superman trying to find an angle here. Todak, BTR going head to head, coming off the kill feed. We got Wunti waiting for the right opportunity. Right, but it may take a while. Superman on top of the house, but couldn't find the right angles to work best on the side of Vikings over here. This is going to be a 1v1. Let's see, it's going to be dropping some points, okay? I think Superman was able to evade that fight, but let's go and check if Vikings will be able to pull off, or maybe even score a victory over here.
But the Vampire Esports, they're coming in as well. Mela with an 8. Second floor perhaps. And Mela got Brian down on the ground. AZ Slumber, where are they going to go right now? They're surrounded by at least 2 different teams at this moment. Mela gets Azmi. There's only one left. It's going to be Zontix. Can he actually pull off a big one here all alone against Vampire Esports?
Ooh, and also Red Bull took down a player here coming from AZ Slumber. And it looks at Vampire Esports. Well, they're doing really great up against the Vikings over here. 5 points in the bag now. And as you can see on the screen, they are really dominating. But whoa, what just happened? Red Bull goes down on the floor, but I mean, it's still okay. He's getting picked up by Miola in this situation. Or is it Miola that's getting picked up? But either way, I mean, obviously Vampire Esports is recuperating. Pathogen, I think he took a hit. Levi's took down La Par. So this is a back and forth trade between RQ and D Savior.
Xavier now by the beach side. They want to win this fight. But RRQ, they need to come together closer in order for them to take this fight against D Xavier. They lost that one player, so they're playing with 3. Same goes for D Xavier, so it's an equal fight now. But both sides, I believe they will hold their ground until they get a knock advantage.
Again, timing is always key. And we're looking at RQ. Okay, where is that fight happening? Okay, it's over to the, south of the main peninsula. Okay, but there's a lot of teams also flocking in that particular spot. So probably, those other teams are listening to all the gunfights happen. But we're looking at D Savior over here. And Shin obviously getting some damage from another team out there somewhere. Is boosting up, getting ready for a fight up against RQ. Lamborghini also trying to slowly get inside this house, but he's taking his time. He's not rushing into any decisions. Very cautious, but decent. Levi's took a massive hit up, coming from Swavel, and that could pave the way, for RQ to win this fight.
Okay, that could be a start of great things for RRQ. Lamborghini in front of Swavel. Dances around, Lamborghini goes down. But 4 tries, they want a piece of this party. They are here right now, and the moment they arrive, they get the Beko.
Oh no, Falak making a move, and Falak, at the beginning was able to score a point in an instant. And now Falak and the rest of the gang here from 4 tries, getting to shut down the boys of RRQ. They're trying to do a sweep over here for both the teams, RQ and D Savior. Obviously, 4 tries, aggression is on. They're doing everything to actually flush them out, from this compound.
3 teams want a piece of this compound. And Bubuku from Talon just casually passing by. Not going to be having any part of this fight. But is this compound going to be valuable still? We'll find out in this next circle. And looks like it will. The compound is still in the circle.
Orthros continues to throw a lot of nades, especially to D Savior. RQ, they're taking their time. They're also not being reckless at this point. I mean, for RQ, okay, if you want to get us, you just have to come inside. And mind you, we are, ready. We are anticipating the attack. Let's see if they can be successful in taking down, 4 tribes, in spite of the fact that they are at the disadvantage over here. But that was, very lucky on the side of Swavel. He was not able to get hit by that nade.
But he's stuck in the room now. So that's not good news as well. But Falak is not going to commit onto him. Instead, going to finish off Genforce first. It's going to be their easiest target. Get a Molly just to ensure that they lock in the elimination point. Now it's only Swavel on the second floor. And Falak, with this nade, he knows exactly where Swavel is. He just needs to find that angle, and he will. 1 nade to finish off RRQ.
Wow! That was beautifully done, not gonna lie there, coming from Falak. That was all aggression right there, and very on point with that nade. He really is the king of nades. 3 elimination points, 4 tribes. We got D Savior just getting beaten up at this point. I mean, obviously it's a 4v1 situation for the side of D Savior. He is getting hunted by the boys of 4 Thrives. Falak leading the charge. Still trying to put down Shin, but taking in a lot of damage from other teams as well. Falak goes down, courtesy of a chill of Talon Esports this time.
Ooh. And the final player of D Xavier got a little bit of assistance. But Noki is there to pick up Falak, so he should be alright. Shin finally finished off by IQ. That is the end of D Xavier. Number 13 with 1 elimination point. After all that action, only 1 point for D Xavier.
And this is going to be an even tougher situation for the side of 4 Thrives. I mean, obviously, they just, was able to reset, but they also need to get the information that they want, from the side of Talon Esports. Currently, they are being surrounded, but this is such a great timing, for the side of T24. He was able to counter-attack Talon Esports despite not having any advantages at all.
Well, here comes the rush in here by Vampire on the APG. But because of this uneven terrain, they don't have a good view. Joel, gunned down not by Vampire, but by Rick of Triber Messi. But the one that will lock in the elimination point. Let's see. Shrubs gets refused. That's going to be another point for Vampire Esports. 7 elimination points right now for the Bats.
Okay. I mean, what we like seeing coming from all of those teams here. Now that we have gone through several stages, I feel like slowly and steady they're turning on their aggression. So it's about time that they pick up the pace and start getting those elimination points that they need. In the middle there is a team right there. That would be Team Flash. Okay, they're pretty close to the boys of Sem 9. But before we head on to that one, let's see if East tier of Alpha Gaming will be surviving Vampire Esports. But look who came into play. Tribe Era Macy just taking control of that second warehouse.
Oof. 3 teams right now around the area. Vampire Esports sending Red Bull out to scout for probably an alternative route to get into the circle, because they have to decide in about 10 more seconds. Right now, it's more about them just being around this warehouse area to see if they can get any exit frags. But since Red Bull, he found an alternative way in by moving up north and coming back into the circle, they decided to leave and follow him, which I would think it's a very smart move.
But this is a solid performance coming from Four Thrives at the moment. I mean, 4 points for stage 4 with 12 teams remaining. I think they are at a very good pace, at a very good momentum. Again, we're just looking for consistency over here. Coming off the kill feed, it's Celcom DG Alliance versus Boom Esports up top. Okay, both the teams we just mentioned outside of the zone here, potentially they could be joined by Vampire Esports as well, since they're pretty close to one another. But Boom Esports seems to be the one receiving a lot of damage, you know, coming from both of the teams here, Team Secret and Vampire Esports, and it's not looking too good.
Yeah, and they only have one player left. Not sure about the current situation about Boom Esports, but now we have a good view. Here comes Vampire Esports. Here comes Yui. And here comes the pain as Boom Esports eliminated Vampire Esports, dominating this round. 11 eliminations in the pocket.
Ooh, okay. They're on fire at the moment. APG just got eliminated with only 1 point in the bag, which is, of course, not exactly the performance that we are expecting coming from Alpha Gaming. That is not so alpha, so to speak. But Vampire Esports, we got Miola 6 points in the bag. Most numbers so far for the team here. Vampire Esports obviously doing a great thing for this round. Potentially, they could be coming after the numbers set out by Team Flash. Maybe this is a new chapter, you know, for the side of Vampire Esports. Maybe they're already in the mood here to show up, Sir Cloud.
On the elimination feed, look who's showing up. Triple Messi and Celcom DG Alliance. Oh, by Gante, the moment. He jumps forward, gets gun. Zayo now with the DBS inside the building against 3 players from Celcom DG Alliance. Let's see if he can actually pull this one big clutch here against the 3 of them. Rick will be eliminated. Celcom DG Alliance dominating 5 elimination points. Now Zayo still has to do it. Shows himself, dance around, but unfortunately it's just too much for him to handle.
Yeah, that was too much, overwhelming, I can say. But it's a good try, you know, for the side of Tribe Aeromacy. But then again, we could potentially see a major bounce back, you know, for the remaining matches here. We still got 2 more in case you guys are wondering. Now back into the action, Vampire Esports going up against T2K, if I'm not mistaken, and it looks like one of them is currently knocked down on the ground. From the map feed, however, Team Flash and 10-9 still in the middle of it. Oh, 4 drives, getting some bullets their way, and Noki seems to be the one who took most of the hit there. That's why he's currently knocked down on the ground, but I guess he's already being picked up by Falak. Okay, they're sticking close to one another. Lazarus obviously trying to flush out Celcom DG Alliance, and one of them already took a hit.
Yes, and that's not good news for Celcom DG Alliance because Vampire Esports, they're rushing in. They want to finish up the job, just sending all their utilities into the smoke. And look at the amount of damage. And on the other side, looks like the Molly did the job. Celcom DG Alliance out. And Vampire Esports now 14 eliminations.
Ooh, yeah, they're on fire, obviously. Vampire Esports. Okay, here we go. Team Flash is still alive, okay, but they haven't joined any battles just yet, so maybe they are conserving energy. Team Secret, okay, I believe they were able to shut down at least one, but no confirmation just yet. But we got Falak making a move here up against Downland Esports. Potentially might be able to knock down Axo. There goes the spray, but oh! It came a little short. It wasn't enough to knock him out.
Oh. And it was close, Falak almost got it, but now he has to be aware of the other members of BTR. He sees Zuxi. Zuxi wasn't looking at him. And he gets that one knock pretty easy from that distance. But they have to figure out how they're going to get into the circle. The job is not over yet.
That was a good spot coming from Four Thrives. I mean, he immediately sees Zuxi, and he just took the win right there. But BTR right now resetting, and Four Thrives not going to let that happen. They now are about to crash this compound. They're about to take it away from BTR, who's going to be winning the fight. We got IQ jump shot, and that was fantastic.
Nice start. Looking for a nice ending as well, getting Rick Face on the other end. Falak gets knocked, but the follow-up happened right after. Four Thrives wins the fight against BTR, taking them out. Number 8, 4 elimination points. And Forthright, so far so good as well. They're already at 8 eliminations.
7 teams remaining for stage 5. We got 50 seconds on the clock before we move into stage 6. Axel got knocked down by Vampire Esports, but Sem9 tried to rebut as well up against Forthrive's. Yoru Talent Esports experiencing some road rage happen from the side of Red Bull, and it seems to be working out just fine. You know, formula's working out for Red Bull over here.
Somebody turned off the lights because Vampire, they look like they can see every single target. And every single target that they see, they take out. Next is going to be Forthrive. Here they come. The moment they show up, Noki goes down onto the ground. It's going to be IQ left and Vampire Esports. 18 eliminations and counting.
You're on another level here. Okay, Vampire Esports decided to play with us under the sun. Oh, they must have those day light rings going on for them. Okay, they're doing just fine. And probably, you know, the remaining teams here already feeling their presence inside the game, and Vampire Esports continue to ram up those numbers. But Team Flash, okay, first one to get their hands on that compound, north side of farm. So potentially they could be targeted by, you know, Team Secret and maybe even T2K, because I mean, like, those teams that we just mentioned are those teams that doesn't have any compound to their name.
Look at this long rotation up north by T2K. I don't think they'll be able to find a good compound to land because all those compounds are taken by a team. So they have to make do with the position that they have up north. What's going to be interesting is the right side. We have 3 different teams. We have Team Flash there, Team Secret, and also Sem9 on the south. So this fight might happen anytime soon. But Ajaya found Red Bull.
Oh man. T2K found an angle that could work for them. T2K, amazingly, you know, even with just 2 points in the pocket here, getting into stage 6 shows a lot of heart here. And I just really want them to get to the latter stages of the match here, just to, you know, have a chance to get that chicken dinner. But Vampire Esports spotting down, you know, players from talent. So that was a great shot as well. 5 teams remaining, final 5 teams, you know, for stage 6. T2K, how many players do they have? They're still a complete squad.
Oh, but T2K, that number could change unless Rules can do something about it. As he fights against Vampires, he sees them, jump shot attempt, but not able to connect those shots. Mimi comes in from the other side, Shots need to recover, but again, Vampire Esports, 23 eliminations, Mela with 11. What does it take to stop this team?
Meowla is not meowing at the moment. This is more of a roar, you know, coming from a lion. And obviously, Vampire Esports is on such great momentum at the moment that even if they don't win the chicken dinner for this round, I mean, with the numbers that they've set up on the board, that is still a solid performance. But then again, if they could maybe catch the chicken dinner, then that would be the cherry on top. Now, back into the action, we can still see Team Flash over here dominating. A complete squad here, so that's an advantage. Same thing goes for Sem9. But yeah, let's see how Team Secret and Vampire Esports would be turning the tides here. But I feel like, you know, the first few fights will happen between Team Flash, Sem9, and Team Secret. And I guess Team Secret would be in the world of trouble just in case they don't get favored by the zone.
And we're going to find that out who will be in the world of trouble soon. 20 more seconds. But you know what? Now Vampire Esports, they must be feeling bored because they're all the way on the left side. They've cleared off everybody there. So if they want action, they have to move towards the right. And you might be thinking of doing so, but on screen right now, it's going to be Team Flash defending the ground against Team Secret. And Team Secret eliminated. Now we have 3 teams left.
Oh, and this is not, you know, like maybe good on the side of Team Flash, but I mean, it's still okay given the fact that a portion of that compound is still included in the zone. But it's a great way that they were able to defend themselves up against Team Secret. Team Secret obviously did not have any choice. Like, they needed to evacuate that compound and just maybe challenge up a team here. And they went for Team Flash. Obviously, that plan did not work out. But we're looking at the final 3 teams remaining here. Sem9, Vampire Esports, and Team Flash. And out of everyone that we just mentioned, Vampire Esports has the least chance of getting the chicken dinner. But, again, let me just bring it up. that they do have that momentum going on for them, and they are the ones far away from the two remaining teams here. So probably they could just wait it out, for Sem9 and Team Flash to go for the battle between they join into the mix.
Yeah, right now, Vampire Esports, they can chill, or maybe they don't want to chill. If you look at the minimap, they're actually moving, they're moving towards the inner side of the circle, which is okay, but they're not rushing into Sem9. I guess they are also aware of the fact that they only have 3 players, so they might as well play the defensive stance now. So it's the call of Team Flash and Sem9 on whether they want to be active.
Bao is trying to get into a very good position over here, but is still, trying his best to do an effective hardcore at the moment. But okay, he is struggling a bit because it had been quite a few number of attempts already, but I think he's going to be giving up on that one. Okay, back into Team Flash. 2 points in the bag here, and they seem to be dominating the northern side of the circle. So potentially, I feel like they're going to go for that zone control, but it could be hard to pull off because we still got Vampire Esports here, and again, they're not to be taken lightly.
Definitely not. I mean, these guys are on the roll. Okay, so doing the math here, if they, from Vampire, eliminate both teams, they will get 31 points. That is crazy. 31 eliminations is insane.
It is. But obviously, all of those 3 teams just doesn't really want to get into a fight just yet. But this is not looking too good for the side of Team Flash. Okay, they might have dominated the past few zones, but given the location that they have right at this moment, it looks like Sem9 might be the team to finish at the top.
A Vampire has the circle as well, so we all know what sort of momentum they're at. And let's see if they can get anything out of Team Flash now that they managed to see a player rotating in. But like what you said, right? Because Team Flash, they don't really have the circle. They have to find whatever space that's left within this circle. They have to move forward, hence also exposing themselves to Vampire and Sem9.
It's going to be interesting how Team Flash and Vampire Esports is going to play this one out, considering that Sem9, okay, they do have that small portion, right? So they don't feel the pressure to actually take themselves out. So it's going to be a real hard battle between Team Flash and Vampire Esports before they can even get close to that compound where Sem9 is actually staying at.
Who's going to make the first move now? My guess, we're going to see stage 9 with all 3 teams intact. But the one that might be forced to make the first move will still be Team Flash because they are still the closest to the rim of the circle.
Okay, so far, I mean, with all those nades being thrown against each other, they know where Team Flash is, but they cannot still pinpoint as to exactly where, and you don't want to waste resources. That is, of course, an utmost importance over here for both of the teams. I mean, Team Flash and even Vampire Esports. That's why we can see them, go passive. This is a standoff-ish situation, and no teams would like to make any mistakes.
But after looking at the minimap that was expanded for us, it does look like Sem9 might be the team to move out of their comfort zone. And the moment they move out, they will be targets for Vampire Esports and Team Flash. So the pressure is now on for Sem9. Like, what sort of space do they have to play with? Unless Red Bull has something to say about it, he got Bo.
Okay, this is going to be a fast one. This is now about to start the 3-way battle that we have been waiting for to commence. Sem9, Vampire Esports, Team Flash already going in for that massive spray. 23 points in the bag, though, for the side of Vampire Esports. Talk about momentum. Definitely. There's the team who are down for Team Flash. We got Sakuya making it rain bullets up against Win and Hugh. I don't think they're going to be surviving this one. Tom's getting some damage just from Sem9, and this is going to be a battle between Sem9 and Vampire Esports for the chicken dinner.
Well, there goes my prediction. It came close. Now let's see who will close this one off. between Sem9 and Vampire Esports. Here comes the nades by Sem9, putting pressure back on the Vampire Esports, but Vampire Esports, they respond back with their own nades as well. And at the same time, Period has to jump down off that building. Period will be pressured by the blue. Period has nowhere to go. They got Red Bull somehow. 2v2 at this point. Another nade lands. And Trumps goes down. Looks like Sem9 is on fire.
Man, and we are all wondering, like, which of the 18 teams is going to be bagging 2 chicken dinners for the night? And it looks like, well, it is Sem9 for match number 10 here in Erangel.
Woo! Sem9 with their 2 new signings, Amazal and Fex in the lineup, together with the original members, Yuhai and Piran, scoring 2 chicken dinners today. And we have 2 more rounds to go. So who knows how many more points or how many chicken dinners can Sem9 bring?
Not gonna lie, it's a very interesting roster, and I think we're getting a taste of like what they can do in the battlefield, and it has a lot of potential. Sem9 definitely is making some waves, for each and every one of us, and everyone's kind of enjoying all of the action they're getting from Sem9. And just look at that. We got Amazal, we got Satria, Fex, and Yuhai over here, and just like what you said, it's they're moving like they're this well-oiled machine, at least for day number 2 of the grand finals. And again, we are waiting for other teams to step it up.
Yeah, and 6 eliminations, not the highest of numbers, but the chicken dinner is still a chicken dinner. But because Vampire Esports, they scored like what, 20-ish? Was that 22 or so? 23 eliminations. Surely they would have collected more points than Sem9.
And we were saying just moments ago that, okay, maybe this team actually will be the team that will set the most numbers in terms of elimination points. But then again, well, there's Vampire Esports topping exactly just that. And let's see again if that number is still going to go high. I mean, 23 elimination points is just like really outstanding, phenomenal even. So I do wonder if, there will be a team to do just that, for the remaining matches. Vampire Esports, Sem9, Fourth Tribes, Team Flash. So these are the teams that did well for match number 10 in Erangel. Looking at the number of throwables on screen, Vampire Esports, well, they dropped 33 nades for this game.
Wow, 33. They were busy for sure. I mean, for you to gain 23 eliminations, you would have to use a lot of utilities. And there's no one else to compare, except for the 2 players of Vampire Esports, Red Bull and Schweppes. With Red Bull, the latest signing of Vampire Esports, 8 eliminations, and the original member of Vampire, Schweppes, with 5. But Red Bull also did a lot of work on the damage department, 1,021. But Schweppes, I guess he played a little bit more of the assisting role, getting 8 for himself. I think it's quite clear for us to see who's going to be the MVP this round.
I feel like, Red Bull has been doing a lot, for Vampire Esports. I think he's pretty much down with the consistency and even like just having the motivation to gather as much elimination points, for this tournament. But okay, it's Miala. Okay, very obvious. 13 elimination points for this guy. Man, for this match alone, 1,500 or like 1,590 damage output, 29 utilities used in this match. So he was the one leading the charge, I guess, for every engagement that we've seen so far Vampire went through.
Yeah, the peak performance of Mela, and this is